Hey, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Normally I say, why don't we all just get drunk? Get drunk and sing beer drinking song. And wriggling and wriggling and wriggling and wriggling and get drunk and sing beer drinking song. Okay, everything's working perfectly then. Okay. Well, today today is a sad day for some people in some ways. Today, I am doing my tribute to, not necessarily, well, if you want to see it as that, whatever it is, to Mr. Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuel is a man where maybe some of y'all know, and some of y'all don't know. This is a man that he defends and speaks on the behalf of men. Yes. A lot of people think that, like, I am a fanatic or something like that. I'm just a person who listen to reasoning. And if you're in the field that I am in and you have very much sense, I'm going to listen to you. Now, Kevin Samuel is if you don't know, is a man that is on YouTube. Very smart person. And he speak, again I say speak on behalf of men. He speak on behalf of black people, the black family then, put it that way. He do speak on behalf of men, but at the same time, he speak on the behalf of the black family, where you would be trying to get the black family to be like more of a team, and he do some work like what I do. Yes, that's what he does. I've just recently found this gentleman about 2 years ago in the quarantine. I locate this gentleman on YouTube, and he's very witty, very smart, very up to the moment. He has all the percentage them. He work out everything, and when you listen to him, you get a lot of information if you're in this field. Cause what we do in this field, we bounce off of each other and we get information off of each other and work it out and see if a foolishness are sensible, and then we pass it on if it's sensible to the rest of the community in this field. So Mr. Kevin Samuel is one of the most successful speaker in a place called the Manosphere on YouTube or TikTok, anywhere, teaching men and even women, just like what I do on my Wednesday program. We teach men how to navigate this dangerous place. He has passed away recently, a few days ago. I think it was Tuesday night, Tuesday morning. This gentleman had a heart attack and passed away. The rumors are, the facts are, whatever, is that he was hanging with a young lady, and somehow, well, I watch a channel, I watch New Link production, and New Link say it must have been some of the blue tablet he took, and because he was hanging with a nice young freshers, and he took a couple of blue tablets, not a couple, I don't know how much, but this is what they are saying. He took the blue one, and his body couldn't stand up to it, so he passed away from a heart attack. I would like to say to anyone, I have the sex insurance them here, and they have no side effects. Get yourself one. No side effects. Big up to all of the people that were called me since day for sex insurance. So Mr. Kevin Samuel has sadly passed away because of an heart attack. Now we have to wait for your autopsy to come out. Enough people don't even believe. Well, that's when people pass away, people don't believe the facts. Oh my God, he's gone. Oh my God, oh God, oh God, oh God. So a lot of people don't really believe that Mr. Kevin Samuel is dead, but to how the thing look, yes, he's gone. However, he inspired a lot of people. He's a very well learned person in the field that he choose, and he's speak logics, and he's put people down to earth, and that's one of the great thing about this man. And there is a thing going on about the place that a lot of black women are jumping for joy and celebrating the fact that this man has passed away. That's a very sad thing because he used to get a lot of hate. Even like myself, I get a lot of hate on my Wednesday program. The ladies them tend to not like the program on a Wednesday because it encouraged them to try to be better. And you know that ladies don't want to be better because they are better already. They are the best. So this man, Mr. Kevin Samuel, is a man that speak to ladies, and he speak to men, but he speak to ladies more recently, and he tried to get the ladies them on a part to say, try be more cooperative, more feminine, more communicative, more submissive to make a better relationship. Because if me as a man, I'm a boisterous and loud, I'm a woman boisterous and loud, obviously that's not going to be a good relationship, because I don't, then the opposites attract. And a male should be one particular way and a woman should be one particular way. She can be how she wants to be, but she might not get the man that she chooses. So this is what Kevin Samuel do. He really put you into your right zone. And some people have this big old ego and they you know what I mean? But Kevin Samuel will tell you that you think you're a 10, but you're a 6. And from what we have seen recently, I don't know if people study this thing like me, but I've seen that every girl in the world think they're a 10. Or is that? Every girl, when they put on the makeup and everything, oh, I'm a 10. No, your belly big. Your arm them a shake. You're not tall and slender and slim. You can't be 10 over a certain age. You can't be 10 over a certain weight. So the ladies them kind of hate this man, yeah, because him tell them that to down to earth, back to your zone, down to earth. Don't put your hat, cause some girl we are 5 I try meet the top of the line man. You will not do that. That is not realistic. It doesn't work like that. Top tier girls meet top tier men. How that song? Top tier men mean men of a certain financial status, and other little trinkets drop in and that as well. Top tier women mean the most beautiful of the lot. And when we say beautiful of the lot, we don't mean a girl that go and do all the body work on our body. Most rich men like, our top tier men like, natural beauty. Not that they can't have their ear done and whatever, but they heap additives and suck out this and put in that. Top tier men don't go for that. So what Mr. Kevin Samuel do, he like to bring all of the ladies them who is all over the place in them brain and thinks that them is this and think. No, it's not a disrespect. That's even myself when I'm doing my program. Women tend to say, yeah, diss them just because you tell them the truth. And let me just, if you don't know, I don't know if you don't know that brother here. If you don't know, I'm just playing video a little bit. I've never seen this particular video before. So just because he's dead and gone, we are trying to show some homage. You know what I mean? Because that youth are a real genius in the field when they're right here now. And it's a sad loss because a lot of women could have learned more things from this gentleman away. Because he's very articulated. That's a good word. This gentleman is very articulated in what he are do, and when he's trying to make a point to you, he will break it up in such a small way that the dumbest could answer, or the dumbest can understand. But at the same time, now for the ladies, them try them best not to understand. However, let's play. And this man as well is a very serious man when it comes to his content on YouTube. I emailed him one time and asked him if I could use his content, but he didn't respond. Can't blame him. There are a lot of people emailing him, asking him, and a lot of people use his content without his permission. Now, I did all the respect because him said, if you don't get permission from me, I will fuck your channel up. Maybe not in those words. However, I myself, I never want my channel to be fucked up. So I hold my corner and never mess with him channel. It's sad to say he passed away now and I'm gonna mess with his channel. I've never done it before. Um, Personally, I'm very sorry. I'd rather have this gentleman to listen to and can't touch none of him footage them to make an example on my channel. But I'd rather have him there to listen to because to tell you the truth, every every if not every single episode that this man has put out since me start watching, me watch. Like if him come on every day, me watch. If him normally come on about 2 o'clock in the morning, in the night time morning over here in London, and then me listen to that in the morning or while me I go to bed, and if me not, I'm just gonna say I listen to everything, okay? But anyway, let's play something. Let's go ahead. Right here.
You often have to do 3 times the work to get half the credit. I want my credit. I want it now. I want it hot, I want it ready, I want it juicy, I want it on time, I want it the way I ordered it. I want my steak medium rare, I want my potato loaded, I want my asparagus crispy, I want my wine chilled.
Not talking about what you should be talking about right now, I don't think. But this man.
All this bougie shit that we feel like other people can have, when we gotta have the fucking leftovers and the chitlins of the world, fuck that.
Fuck that.
You get lobster too. And then you can still go eat a 2-piece and a biscuit. You belong there. So why aren't you there? Why aren't you there? Are you afraid that some guy who may not know you or may not think you belong there is going to do that to you? Fuck them. Don't give them the comfort of security of your absence. Don't make it easy for them. If they have those kind of limiting beliefs, put your black ass in the room and make them recognize your gangster. Do not self-segregate yourself to make somebody else feel comfortable. Take what's yours. Don't ask for it, take it. That is why I say men are confident, intelligent, assertive. But I really want you to get to the next point. Once you finally realize this is where your life and you get to make it, then you have to get competitive. And then you got to get aggressive. Yeah, you got to get in the fight. Because they ain't going to give it to you. Power is not given. It is taken. Taken. Taken.
That is inspiring.
You can't appeal to somebody's nature or whatever. You take it from them. What I tell you, fighting and fucking, what are you fighting for? Everything out here has somebody coming from another country to come get their piece of it. You were born here. There is no place here you can't go. So
now, these are the kind of things, speeches, that this man will give to a black man. Now, regardless of what some people think, ladies don't like this man, but black men, most black men like this man because he will inspire you, he will motivate you, he will open your eyes to certain things. And these things are very much needed. Sister Angelina called me yesterday, her vice spoke, and said, Pastor, your mentor dead, you know. Your mentor passed away, you know. And I say, one of them think Kevin Samuel is my mentor, so you go check what the word mentor means. Somebody that inspire you. Damn right you do inspire me. Damn right you do. Yeah. So you're a mentor. I watch you every damn day. Sorry to see you pass away, my brother. because there is so much more to learn from you. But more time, we cannot get everything we want from in a one place. So we have to, now that your parts are gone, we have to keep watching your stuff them or learn from somebody else, because this thing is what we are trying to learn about how to deal with the female nature, or how to deal with male nature, how to know instead of wonder. These are the things, because as I said, this motivation speech when I get so it motivates I and I forced me to watch this particular one of Mr. Kevin Samuels, but I mean I go watch it all like today, Panda Live, yeah, come here I do. But it's like we are so sad and so disappointed, and so but we have to know that life goes on and everybody are gonna pass away. And I even hear a virgin Tommy Sotomayor I say, how dear the ladies them happy say the man dead. Just because the man it, it's confusing, because this man he speak on behalf of the black family. That's what this man do. He speak on the behalf of the black family, but he will say things that women will not like to hear because they're up in their ego, up in them feelings, or them shigo. You see me? And it's not gonna make you better to go around in your ego or in your feelings. It's not gonna make you a better person to be in your feelings. So Mr. Kevin Samuel now, him talk to people. He talk to people in a sense where, alright, me personally, when me hear woman talk foolishness, I don't want to have a conversation with them. I get very annoyed because I have so much knowledge about what would make this place better. When I tell the ladies them just stay with the baby father, this is the same thing this man do. The same thing this man do. Tell the woman them just stay with the man we breed you. Excuse me. But the ladies them cannot see that staying with the man that breed you is better off than running around with all the man that you don't fucking know. But they don't see that. But this man will tell you, stay. Alright. You see if all a woman company program and she married and divorced and she look a new man, he must say to her, say, so don't you think that you could work it out with your husband or your ex-husband? You think you could go back to him? Because really and truly, for certain caliber of men, a man knows say you as a female who have children for those guys over there, it's very difficult for you to get one of these kinds of man over here. And these kinds of man over here is what you say you want. But these kind of man over here are not interested in mining and taking care of people's children. Other people's children. These men over here are not interested in taking care of other people's children. Women find that as he's saying something bad, but no, he's saying the truth. Because I'm not a high value man, I'm not a rich man, but at the same time, I am not interested in taking care of people's children. I'm a poor. What's like me rich and work hard for my money, and me buck a girl will go breed for one man over there, so. And maybe one man over there, so. I have either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children, and me meet her now. And me have a bag of money, and me will run in for her and take care of it. No, 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 that's not me. That's for a little man who see that as something of a treasure. Let me just hear a couple more stuff. I have so much thing to say, but let me just hear what Mr. Kevin Samuel has to say. Because he sadly passed away about Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and the older we will watch this man here and listen to this man here religiously like him doing video every so often, we're sad. Very sad.
So what's stopping you? I asked, what's stopping you from going to these rooms? What's stopping you from going to these cocktail parties? What's stopping you from going to the mayor's ball? What's stopping you from going to the art exhibit? What is stopping black men from going to places that are considered high class? Black women are there. It's your mindset. Ain't nobody stopping you but you. It ain't.
You see, it seems like in this particular video, he's speaking to black men. Regardless of what they say about him, he split the difference, he speak the truth. He just don't take you coming on his channel and disrespecting black men. But he's speaking to black, he's saying black women are there in all these high places. So what's stopping black men from being there in all these high places? You yourself. If I am not being successful in life, it's not nobody stopping me. It's I'm stopping myself. I ain't doing something right. I am lackadaisical. So I really respect this guy. I'm glad I found him on YouTube. I'm sad he's passed.
White people, it ain't the man, it ain't white supremacy, it's your black ass.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go and compete.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go get out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go learn how to move in these places. Yeah, you got to go in there and learn the lingo. You got to go learn the language. You got to go learn the mannerisms. You got to go learn everything else. Well, guess what? If you want what you say you want, that's what you're going to have to do. Look at man, ain't nobody sweating what's going on in the black
I'm not
neighborhood,
doing.
black community. They come take what they want from us and leave. Try to drop black business on the Arab side of town, on the Hispanic side of town, on the Asian side of town, in the white suburbs. You're not getting in there. But you can drop anything you want on the black side of town.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
You
but
let
that's
them.
yeah.
You let them.
Oh, but that's
Learn from them. Look, man, they're not your enemy. You may want to paint them as your enemy. You know what's universal? Green. Money. You know why I belonged in that room? Because I was fucking good at what I did and I made the company money. And I never let myself believe it was anything other than that. I was there because I was profitable for them. And when it was time to pay me, I expected to be paid the most possible. I negotiated hard and I took no shorts. They didn't do me a goddamn favor to give me a job. They were lucky to have me. You belong anywhere here. You don't just have to stay at Oak Cliff or DeSoto or Acres Homes or Fifth Ward or wherever the black side of town is and doing black shit. It's all black shit. That's one thing I would say that the men who founded the fraternities back in the day. You look at Kappa Alpha Psi, Alpha Phi Alpha Phi Beta Sigma, and Omega Psi Phi. I know there's iota, but you weren't founded until the 60s. You think about founding an organization in 1906, 1911, 1911, and 1913, I believe. The founders of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, they were founding their own black fraternity while washing dishes in a white fraternity house. Oftentimes, they were the only black people on the yard. At Indiana University, they had to actually bring men from around because they had trouble getting 10 guys. Now it's hundreds of us, thousands of us, but we don't go to the same places they fought to get into. Why? Man, fuck them. I ain't selling out, man. How do I go to one of these kind of places and not have to kiss ass? The fuck? That's not the question, brother. How do I go to these places and not have to kiss ass? Man up. Kissing ass, you mean play the political game? Play the money game? It's the game. Why are you so worried about kissing ass?
you see, if you want to win in a person's somebody else's establishment or environment or whatever, you have to start from the ground up. So you have to put yourself in there and then make your way in there as well. You cannot just do it up on the outskirts. You won't reach nowhere in the life because the things set already unless you have your own organization and your own society set up and things that once you stay and act racist or whatever you want to act. So you have to incorporate and work with the people that you claim say you don't like or don't want to work with for whatever the reason is the reach because them have them things set and you don't have nothing set. So if you don't have nothing set and you know like white people and you know sell out, and not sell out, you sell out, you try to incorporate yourself in a situation to make yourself more established and more established make you more financial gain. give the youngers them beside you forward, you have a spot, alright. The African people, them what they do, one of them become an immigration lawyer, and one of them become something else, and then, or one of them become an immigration lawyer, and one of them become an immigration officer, and then one of them become one next something within the situation, and then they team up. So when you bring your passport to the immigration lawyer, him try to find it straight through to fit him immigration officer friend. Yeah? And then somehow you all get your passport stamped with your indefinite or your extension. But we as a nation now, we don't really think that way there. We need to be like five of us, and five of us going to field with each of them corresponding to each other. Yeah, each of them corresponding, so we can start a little circle there, so, and then spread out, spread out, spread out. Crystal bigger. So this is what he's trying to say right there. So he's teaching in this particular video, he's talking to black men, not to black women. Because he must say the woman them done and do what them to do already. Because them got more women is in college more than men, they say. And more women are head up in a certain society spot more than men. So the men they need to shape up, get them things together, and try get into these fields as well, and into these circles as well, because when you have a circle, you have links in a circle there, and you can establish and get more things done instead of you are trying to fight this by yourself. Please to press the like button as well when you are watching the video, so the algorithm can turn up and more people can get to come in, and the conversation can nicer, the communication can smooth. All these are the good things. And if you don't subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel as well. And Mr. Kevin Samuel, if you are not really dead, are the person who might have run the channel after you pass on God, since you pass on God, please don't strike me for this video.
Because you're worried about what somebody who has less than you thinks about you. Man, hey man, Leon went over to that old bougie ass place. Yeah, man, he in there kissing them white folks' ass and blah, blah, blah. Where's the person that is making these comments? Are they shoulder to shoulder with you going in there to take something? Or are they sitting on the corner? Look, man, at the end of the day, the only person stopping us is us. The only person stopping you is you. We belong there. We belong there. We're entitled to it. And if you don't take it, someone else will. I'm going to tell you something else. American black men, African Americans, I can tell you this much. If you don't get your shit together, if you don't start taking your appearance more seriously, your image more seriously, your brand more seriously, if you don't stop playing with life, if you don't stop being a 31-year-old dude just consumed with pussy and not consumed with purpose, if you don't stop playing, acting like you're an overgrown goddamn teenager, that pussy is still new to you, and you ain't worried about nothing else but macking these hoes, guess what? They're coming over here from the continent. They're coming over here and getting it. I got no problem with them because you ain't there. Where you at? You mad? You get upset when you see a beautiful chocolate sister on a white boy's arm? Well, guess what? If she likes going to these places and doing these things, where are you?
You see what I'm saying? Well, if you is a black man, and when you look, you see a black girl, nice, hot black girl, one way you would have want, a par with a man of a different race, you have to understand why she do that. That man have the links and the caliber of whatever she want to be in and with, and you don't have it. See me? You are mess about. You the on the corner, a bun weed and a crush out your hand little, and I talk about man a real bad man, rare, and she don't want hang with that no more. She had that when she was in her teens and in her early 20s. She would want the bad man. Now she want the upstanding man to take her to the next level with him. She don't need to go pale man from change, so she want the upstanding man now. Are you that man? I'm vex when I see white black girl with white man. I'm vex when I see black man, white girl. You don't give a damn. Do you do and live your life and be happy.
I know one thing. I can't wait to get to Atlanta. and do MIT Atlanta there because we're gonna act like we belong. We're gonna go where we belong and we're gonna get what we're gonna get. Believe that.
See
We're
that.
gonna go, we are going to be on the 43rd floor overlooking Atlanta the first part of the morning. We're not gonna be in a rundown, we're not gonna be in a sugar shack somewhere. No, we're gonna be in the boardroom. We're gonna be in the boardroom, a very nice boardroom. Because we belong there. Then we're gonna go have a very nice, a great lunch because we belong there. Then we're gonna go get first class treatment at 2 other places because we belong there. Then we're gonna go have dinner and dine like kings and get served like fucking princes because we belong there. Then we're gonna go socialize like grown damn men, VIP, because we belong there. You know what?
Okay, my wait. Let me hear what you gotta say right here.
Why you belong there? Look in your goddamn wallet.
You made it. That's why you're there. Let's see if we can get another video in. This video says about when his mother found out that he is passed away. Let's put it in this video and see what's popping. This Mr. Kevin Samuels, the Godfather, has passed away, and very tragic, very sad and tragic, and oh man, this is sad, really, really sad to tell the truth, people. But you know, everybody have to pass away sometime. But what I go on now is that some ladies are very happy that this man dead, and they can't happy. Say that brother is dead. You know what I mean? Them say him cuss black woman, and them say if you fight against black woman, you're fighting against God, so you have to die and all these things. And that's if when we hear a black woman say bad things about black men, and we would be happy if that woman dead, that is very bad, very very bad.
This out. Okay, Munda.com. Get started.
Sad.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Episode Celebrity Junk. Hitchcock music. So I want you to imagine an unfortunate situation that your son or daughter passes away. Could be car accident, could be cardiac arrest, could be a shooting. And you don't live in the same place as your child lives. You live in a different state. And you think that everything is okay. You live in a different state or different country. And the way that you find out that, your son is passing, and, because he's on Instagram, that you go and you type his name in or her name in, and then what you get to see is people telling your son to rest in peace. You're glad he's dead. And you figure out that, oh shit, my son's dead. So then you're typing and you're trying to figure out like what's really going on. And then you get to confirm that the way that you find out about your child being dead is because of people trashing him online. And I want to give a shout out to Viral Hip Hop News because they covered this with the Kevin Samuels situation. His mother, Kevin Samuels' mother, I won't mention her name. She made a statement according to Viral Hip Hop News. I will play that right now, and then I will go ahead and give my response. Play that clip.
His mother made a statement, and this is a very sad statement. This is what she said in finding out about her son's passing. She said that it was terrible for social media to put it out, that she didn't even know. I hadn't even been notified, she said in a phone call on Friday, All I'm doing is requesting that people pray for us. Now, like I said, it was rumors going around that she did know. She said that she declined to release details about what happened because she learned about it on social media. And can you imagine how she heard about it on social media with all the terrible things being thrown around about her son? This is why people have to be careful about what they spew on this goddamn computer. Because although you may disagree with somebody's stance, whoever that stance may be, and you can voice your opinion on it, if God forbid something happens to him, shut the fuck up.
So, guys, you heard what was said there. Let me say this. I understand that people have differences of opinion. I understand that people in this generation, with the culture of drill music and things like that, it is, very permissible to disrespect the dead. I understand how people are today. I don't really understand why they do it, but I understand that people do it. But here's what's going to happen next. How many of you listening, understanding my voice, are going to have to go in that casket too? You see, the old folks in the church would say, you got to meet God for yourself also. And so what I want you to think about while you're talking about people, when you die, and you will, my question is one thing: what will they say about you? Now, I know you don't think about that right now because, to be honest, everybody thinks they're going to live forever. I'm pretty sure that Kevin Samuels didn't think that he was going to die. He thought he had a lot of life to live. We all did. We had plans to go to London. But you know what? No man knoweth the time or the hour when your time is up. So when you're disrespecting people, understand that they have family members, they have daughters, they have kids. Do you want people to say the same things about you? Of course you wouldn't. But this is what having decorum is all about. I want to say one thing. Despite what Kevin Samuels said or how he said it, I never heard Kevin Samuels, especially when it comes to black women, and I'll make a whole video about this. I never heard him saying that black women should be aborted, or that black women should be put in jail, or that black women deserve to perish. I've never heard him say that. I have heard some female YouTubers say it about black boys and black men. However, I don't see black women hating, those ladies. You know who I'm talking about because they're on the platform. They repeatedly talk about how black males need to be aborted, how they are worthless. I've never heard Kevin say that. I have heard him address the certain levels of it.
Your council, a social housing provider, does not want you to know this. If you have ongoing
of entitlement that women expect to get when they are not what they are looking for. That's different than saying you deserve to die. In fact, Kevin Samuels never even beefed with people. Like, while he was living, people talk shit about him. People are even talking shit about him in his death, which, some YouTubers are doing, and that's fine. That's up to them. But never did he even disrespect other YouTubers or go back and forth with them or talk about them in a bad way. I never heard him say that at all. But I am hearing people wish that on him. And I want some black men to understand that not all black women feel the same way as some of these ladies do. So I'm not asking black men to be mad at black women because, we don't have the time to get involved in that. And that's something that Kevin wouldn't want. Kevin wouldn't want black men fighting black women online because of how some of them feel. That just wouldn't be his approach. And I'm going to make a video about that. But what I can tell you is that for those ladies out there who are saying those things, remember, you have kids too. You have families too. And when something happens to somebody in your family, you will want them to respect your family. Well, don't you? In life, you pretty much get what you can give out. And Kevin just was on here.
Okay. Doggy, me get it. Sorry, doggy, me not the microphone. Me get it. Alright, me just say, on Twitter, them a say, nobody really get glad. So this man pass, man gone. You hear me now, right? Them a say, no, people glad say this man pass and gone. So they say, you can't happy say the man dead, because everybody are going dead. You see a person who happy say him dead. You are going dead. So you think your family are going dead, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. But you happy when someone, man, don't speak against that. Far from your family, and you are always say that you speak, you turn the same. Like, stay together, live together, be stronger together. It's going to find all the statistics that tell about how parents and child and prison and go for food and all these things affect your children if you don't stick together as a family. Even all over the world, where we see single parent home, you see trauma, you see bad man, you see bad girl. That is what they see when a father is not around his children. Then the father cannot have a guidance. When I try to say, all single parent home is bad. But
Here speaking his opinion about what the situations were of the day. And in my honest opinion, he was right. I talked to him 3 weeks ago. He says the thing about the mainstream media, they're going to have to be forced to come and deal with the men's point of view because men are right about what's going on with the entitlement in the world. Men are right about that. We're not wrong. He wasn't wrong, which is the reason why people are so upset. If it was a lie, then no one would listen to it. But because it's the truth, people are upset. And all of these things that caused, his mother to see that. And to be fair, I'm gonna release this to the public. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin told me that he paid his mother's house off, which is something that most of your kids that you're talking about him, they won't ever be able to do for you. I'm just gonna put that out there. While y'all are mad and calling him this, if one of your kids can ever make it in life where your house can be paid off, then I'll take back my comment, which I don't think is gonna happen. So you can be all upset as you want. But the fact that his mother had to find out because people were wishing death and glad that her son passed, it just shows the immaturity of people because when something happens to you, if you had a heart attack, you would want someone to help you. You would want someone to be able to say, nah, man, you wish death on so-and-so. You should go ahead and pass too. Even people, when they get convicted of murder in jail, do you think they want the death penalty? No. They're begging for their own life, although they took somebody else's. So you should watch what you say in life. Don't be so immature. Because remember, you got people in your life that you love. And my heart goes out to his mother, or even just my mom. My mom has to sometimes come on YouTube, and she checks my name and sees the things that people lie and say about me. Our parents, are not involved in this business. Just like your parents shouldn't have to suffer because of what you decided to do. It doesn't make any sense. But guys, we're living in the era of clout. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already put you for all that you do. Subscribe.
That's a good YouTuber. He's very hilarious. Ocean Jackson. Very, very. Alright. Let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, find another one.
Lucidchart makes intelligent diagramming easy and helps your best ideas become real. Start from scratch,
out girls and grab off girls and girls and don't know them. And you just don't like it,
Do this. She's supposed to know how to keep him responsive if she is a nurse, right? She's supposed to know how to make sure that the patient is safe. I mean, she was there for the night, right? Allegedly. Because that's what they're spinning, that this woman is a nurse. Okay, if she's a nurse, what hospital does she work for?
Oh my God!
Let's talk about that. How long have she been a nurse? And why the report?
I can't do that. What I'm doing right now, I cannot do. I'm live streaming someone else live streaming. That is totally illegal in YouTube land. So I cannot live stream it. But this guy don't like Kevin Samuel. Where's your men's here? When a man might not like you, but him don't want you to be dead. You might say something for the man not like, but he don't want you to be dead. This guy always do video against Kevin Samuel. Know that the man dead, the man I try to find out how he dead and why he dead and all this thing. Even Tommy Sotomayor, Charlie Sotomayor, don't like this man to reach this, but the man pass away and the man come up and trick him. And I show him being hard towards the man. He say, no, yeah. Sorry for what? Like you, for you, bro. Well, that's something beautiful. That's something that you might not understand. You might not like it. I might not like it. Alright, let me tell you something to realize. I like to say, I like slavery. I know the mathematical freedom comes in life. But a sexual level, what it comes in over with man, he would say, what we say, I give me, and never say that. Never that say. Alright, this is a video I filmed 3 years ago. So let's see how he was doing and what he was saying 3 years ago. I don't know what he's doing because it's 2 years since he found it. The video saying like,
Okay, appreciate it. Shot in the house, Bristol, Virginia in the house. So, the question of the day is basically this.
oh,
Is being a
yeah, I
good
didn't
man,
import this video. Okay, just
being
make
a
it
good man ain't enough.
gotta import this video. But I can. Let's remove this one and import another one. Big up to Dog Events, big up to Sidewalk Music, big up to Crystal, big up to Rotation.
Being a good man ain't enough, and neither is being a good woman enough. Let me say that again. Being a good man is not enough. Neither is being a good woman. I am sorry if that comes as news to you. I am sorry if that is upsetting to you.
Microphone loud
But
now.
I am telling you here, if no one else has ever told you, let me be the first to tell you. Being a good man or a good woman ain't enough.
All beginner DJs want to know what DJ controller they should get to start their DJing journey. And the truth is, it doesn't matter. You see, the problem is 80% of people who buy these entry-level DJ decks give up within the first couple of months of...
Let me explain to you why. Well, first of all, let me say this. For everybody who considers himself to be a good man, if you consider yourself to be a good man, type a 1 in the chat room. If you consider yourself to be a good man, I'm a good dude, a solid dude. I'm what women, I'm a gainfully employed, tax-paying, solid citizen, you're a good dude. Never really gotten in a whole lot of trouble. Never really been a jerk or an asshole. People just say, you know what? That Travern is a nice guy. That Eric is a nice guy. That Malachi, I think that's Malachi, is a good guy. That James Ronan is a good guy. Come on, guys, let me know. How many of you guys in the chat room would consider yourselves to be straight up just good men? Honestly, let's be real. How many of you guys in the chat room think you're good men and you think, you know what? Women should want me. Women should want me. Maybe not the dime pieces,
I feel it, man. I vex and dead, man. Enough things man learn from the youth and could I learn more too. And women and our whole, our people and our whole could I learn more from him, I want to say this. Yeah. Well, me not, yeah, well, one, yes, since I first teacher me, I put in. Enough of your teacher them then. One less job. A good thing in teach me enough lessons before I pass on, you see me? Yeah. They're on the live skill over these.
Those high supermodel type chicks, the ones that marry princes, royalty, not the kind of chicks that are dealing with guys at the, making multiple $1,000,000 a year. Those kind of women, maybe not in my range. But women who are 6, I don't use 7, a woman that's a 6 or an 8 or a 9. I'm a good man, and those women should want me. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm an excellent man, and she left. 1, I'm better now. How do you get that acne off your nose? Okay, I got an answer for that. First thing you want to do is you got to make sure you're washing at least twice a day. You want to make sure you're using an oil-based kind of wash too. There's this stuff at Ulta Beauty called like this tea tree. Tea tree soap is good. Tea tree facial soap. But Murad, Murad, has a line that's like a $30 for a month supply. It comes with a wash, an AM and a PM moisturizer, a serum, and a spot treatment. The main thing is the salicylic acid, aspirin. You got to make sure you're cleaning your skin, and in a place where you get a pimple or a bump, put this little salicylic acid. It dries clear, and it'll make sure that it'll kill the pimples and stuff like that, and it'll make sure it leaves no scarring. Kenzie say you can think you're a good man, just cause you don't cheat don't make you a good man. You ain't toxic. Okay, but let me ask this other question. Because let me say this on the other side. How many women are in the chat room? If you're a woman and you're in the chat room, because women are welcome over here. How many women are?
All right, wait a little bit. I am getting a phone call from Yankee Bless. Yeah. Microphone no good. Tell me if the microphone good now, my people. Tell me if the microphone good now, yeah? Okay, microphone one. All right, microphone check. 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3. Check. Talk, my brother. Funny. You must up now, man. You must up now. Put this to go closer to me. All right. Yeah, man. I'm good now, done. Somebody say yes on the chat if me good. Yankee say yes. Dougie say yes if me good. Yeah, me can hear myself through the monitor. Yes, sir. So obviously. Me I work better. Okay. You wanna know that gentleman Kevin Samuels, a very smart man, sound better. All right, sidewalk music. Yes. Um, teach people how to get along. Him teach all right. Him tell woman what a man want. Because if you notice with ladies, yeah, when you talk to them not care what you want. All them want me. She want this, she want that, but it's like say you will not exist in the equation. You are nothing. So, excuse me. If you in a relationship with me and you are try to tell me all what you want from me, I may I try give you that. But in return, may I try tell you what me want, what make me like you, what kind of action you can do. Because you tell me say, if me I go party too often, if it's either carry you or cut it down. Okay. And me tell you say, the way how you loud and talk loud, I don't like it. Please cut down. You tell me say you're not cut down. Me have to accept you as you are. But Anna said go. That's why most relationships today ain't working because nobody want to fix themselves, or maybe I wouldn't say nobody. Let's say for instance, the man don't mind fixing or adjusting himself to make himself a better man for his wife and family. Then the woman will look on you now and tell her say, well, this is the way you meet me. Well, bitch, this is the way I'm gonna leave you. Fuck's wrong with you?
In the chat room. If you're a woman and you're in the chat room, give me a 3. If you're a woman and you're in the chat room, give me a 3. And if you're a good woman and you're in the chat room, give me a 5. If you're a woman, give me a 3. But if you're a good woman, give me a 5.
Let me see what happened. If I will come up in a woman.
Yeah. See, unlike a lot of places, I believe that there are some answers out here. It's just what are we willing to do to get them?
There's a question I'm asked again and again and again. How do you coach extraordinary top performers? What if I'm not a top performer?
Let's forward this video.
You're a woman and you're in the chat with what I'm about to say. If you're interested in actually getting your one-on-one consult with me, use the link down here to book your one-on-one Skype consult. Use that 1 hour to find out your style, personality, what will look best on you, and the fundamentals you need to build a solid men's wardrobe that'll carry you through a lifetime. Women, they're single for a reason. You need to listen to women who at least accept the red pill, and even if they have been married or divorced, what are their views on men? Do men actually come around them, congregate around them? You need to listen to single men. Single men tell you what they want. We want women who are more natural than not. Not a lot of makeup. In shape, feminine, beautiful, inspirational, and a cooperative.
Okay.
All this.
Okay, let's chat for that on that for a second. That's the example I was trying to make. If you tell you a woman say we like women with less makeup and less artificial hair, less artificial eyelash, and less all these things, she still want to be your wife or for you to choose and marry to her, but she will not want to change any of the things then that you say. I would rather you without those things. Huh? What the fuck?
Masculine, loud talking attitudes, that's just good for
any man will like a masculine loud talking girl. Is there any man in the world that like that? But a woman will not want to change that. And this is what alright. This is why one of the reasons why the woman they want him to be dead, because you keep telling the woman said don't do we won't like that and we won't like that, and that is not what we like in a woman. You have to keep doing something else for we to like and love and want to be with you. You have to be more natural, be more feminine, be more cooperative, and be more communicative, and all these things. dress like a wife and stop dressing like a harlot. And then ladies will tell them, you hate women, you're controlling. But we don't want our wives to dress like harlots. Is that a bad thing? So when this man said that now, oh, you hate women, I say the same thing. Doggy Ben, alright, I'll send out a link and Doggy Ben's out join the link and tell me what I want to say about me. There's a way to do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna see. Send out
a nice rogering. You can get it, but not long term. Ladies, no man cares about the stuff you bring to the table until he wants to get with you, until he wants to have sex with you. Shout out to Obsidian. Yeah. You may have a heart of gold, but what does that do for my dick? You may not like it. You may think that's crass, but guess what? What you think doesn't matter. Let me say that again. You may not like it. You may not accept it, but what you as a woman think doesn't matter. You only control access to sex. Men control access to relationships. And from the age of 12 to 30, what did you do with your prime years? Really, from 12 to 25. What did you do with your prime years? Was your priority getting the best, highest value man you could get, marrying him, and building with him a lifetime? No, it wasn't. It was all about you, what you wanted, where you wanted to go to school, what you wanted to do, your job, your career, your this, your that, such and so forth. Great. Your life was about you. Great. While other groups of women can still do all that, but learn, from around sophomore year in college, junior year in college, they need to put up all that stuff and start prioritizing a man. Now you're out here in your late 20s, early 30s, lonely, single as hell. People can tell you how nice you look. Oh, you fine, you look good. All that does not matter. Look, you're in bed. It's 11 o'clock right now. Next to you is either a dog, a cat, or an empty space.
Oh my God!
That tells you what? It's not good enough. Feminine, beautiful, inspirational women never lack for positive masculine attention. I didn't say a man. You can always get some dick. But does anybody want the dick that you can get? Let me say that again. You can always get some dick. Does anybody want the dick that you can get? Looking at O'Shea's show earlier today, women talking about, oh, I got men going at me left and right, but who wants those men? See, it's nothing for a woman to get laid. Yeah, I can get any kind of man. Good. Who wants him? The kind of man you damn well want is going to put requirements on you. You might.
And that is a thing that women don't like. Yeah, because as I said, when a man put requirements, you have to be better than you are. You have to adjust. And as well, it just says something as well where women confuse the fact that they can get a man, think they can get a relationship from that man or a ring from that man. But that man, we are fuck. Who want him? Is he a man that up standard? No, woman can my pussy good, we can always get man. Of course you can. Of course you can. Woman can always get man. But what kind of man? Is a sensible man, a money man, a upstanding man, a little man on the block where a hoodlum man all where everybody can get. A certain man have no standard, then just baby, everything goes. And if you act loud and barbarous and crazy and mad, that work with him. Because him is have no standard. But if you want a man that is upstanding or think like the other day when we did on Danny Bless live, Frenchie come on, and Frenchie was referring to Kevin Samuels and his status and trying to class me in the same and ask if I am the level in a life where me there, have I got the right to be advising women? I said to her, I say, I am not a high value man, you know. Maybe one day in the future, but not now. But I have self-value. So if me say, I don't want a woman who have whole heap of children for the next man, that's me have to take care of next man offspring, me not have enough value for say me not want that. No. If me don't have a penny in my life, me still have my self-value and me can say, I don't want that. Right? And if I don't get it, if I don't get nothing, I still don't want that you're offering. So no matter how much money me have or how much money me don't have, me have my values. And me rather be with my child's mother than be with somebody else's child's or children mother. And that was a big old problem because I said that like, oh, but you're poor. So anyway, let's continue with this video.
Might as well do them for yourself. There is no downside to you being feminine, beautiful, inspirational for yourself. Just like there's no downside for being confident, intelligent, assertive for a man. Hold on, dude. Who is this? In the chat room, Philip Lee Kinsey. Hey, dude. You come in here talking, answer my call. I'm on the line from the UK. And you can wait. I don't know you. See, let me give you guys a tip on how to manage your image online. If I don't know you, if we've never talked, you need to assume that everything that you need to understand the stuff that you type has no context or tone. You don't come to a complete stranger and demand that they do anything.
That's right.
You're in my house. You're on my show.
Showtime.
So, and I'm not there yet. And when I get there, I'll take them in. I'm not to the answering the portion. See, the net of it is this, what it comes down to. The men or women that this message rubs on your, grates on your nerves or is bothering you, it's because the truth of it, you don't like the truth of it. You can see the outcome and the results in your lived life. It doesn't matter if I'm 100% on everything I said. The results of your lived life shows you what it is. You're making the amount of money you're making because that's all you're good. You're making what you're making right now, especially if that's the company you're working at.
So I wonder if I see where some man when all right. As I say, me watch enough of them channel. Yeah. I watch from Tommy Sotomayor days. Enough things even back in the days there. When Tommy Sotomayor says certain things, it is relating to me because enough foolishness and mistake and all different kind of rubbish me going on within my life where it could have definitely be better decision and all these things. So when him point out all some things where pertaining to a person like how me used to live my life or so now, you think for me get up and stop watching because me vex? Them boy they come off of YouTube, them chat too much. God, you know why them chat too much? Because them say things were pertaining to me. And teach me how to try make my life a little better. Then me I go vex with somebody where I try to teach me. Because me guilty of what them say. Me can't vex up with people where I say, Pastor, you know, say, you're this and you're that and you're that and you're this and you're that. But everything what them say, you know, say you're this and you're that, are true. But me didn't know, me vex with them. Fuck you, I try to point out my thing, for. I beat you, I try to beat me up, Nicky J. I come call up my name, I come talk about me get up on Ghana radio every Wednesday, every Saturday, and every Tuesday. If tap Ghana radio, him. No, you talk the truth about me. I don't tap Ghana radio though, but you find out something about me. Truth hurts. So. Yeah. But you have to get over it. Mm. When we used to over Wood Green, I'm still down in our room now, with a laptop, enough things Tommy soda my euro said were not me. But it don't hurt me. It make me looking at myself and try adjust myself and say, well, I'm that guy, you know. But fix up yourself. Fix up yourself. So these ladies know we're vexed with this money. Take it and learn from me, Nicky J. Some of these ladies are vexed with this money now. Because in point out about them, but that don't mean say you condemn in a life or whatever. You just can't try adjust yourself. Or more times certain things them where you do, you condemn to certain things where you want. Because remember this, if you have a criminal record and you're from Jamaica, nowadays you can't get a visa. You see it work? If you have yourself a nice criminal record, you cannot get a visa. I don't know if nothing changed the other way, but this is how it is. So, alright, if you want what Gabriel Samuel is referred to as a high value man, more than likely you cannot come at a certain age and you cannot come with other people's children. The anomaly or the anecdotal one, that when they call it, the anomalies will always slip through the net. So out of every million, maybe 3 when I qualify in what he's saying, because as I say, if you go to jail, if you have a prison record, more than likely you cannot get a visa. So in the man world now, when you try to deal with a rich man, a millionaire, or a 6-figure earner, more than likely one of them man there, him not one there with that woman will come with people, children, because him work hard, especially young children as well. Him work hard to get where him there. He start mining other person's child. And secondly, men who are try start family no want a ready-made family. But when you tell the woman them this, because them did dash with them baby daddy in the hopes that they will find a better man, them dash with them husband or them baby father in the hopes that they will find or them breed the idiot in the early part of their life, then now them never careful and don't breed. Them can have sex. What this man like to tell as well, you can have sex, even Tommy Sotomayor say, you can have sex with the idiot, but you don't have to have a baby for the idiot. If you like the little hoodlum and the thugs and the road boy around the corner, when pants are sag and him gray and him rare, you can have sex with him. That's what they're trying to say to the woman them. You can have sex with that guy, but prevent yourself from having a baby for that guy, because when you have a baby for that guy and then later on in life you want to have a baby, you want to get married to the guy who is upstanding, who is doing his nice 9-to-5 job, would be a manager or a boss of somewhere or a CEO not going to want to deal with a girl that have a child for a bad man around there, sir. Because who you have a child for show you your standard. But ladies cannot comprehend this bit. Who you have a child for? You got Miss Boss Lady. Who you have a child for, it dictates your level. And women might try to disagree, but una not look upon it from our point of view. Una look upon it from uno point of view. And your point of view is different from our point of view. We are the one who is buying and you are the one who is on the shelf. So we are purchase you. If me are the money man, and me I look for purchase a wife. So if you come with some of the trinkets them what me don't want, then I don't want it. But you know if it begs, and you have to look back in yourself and say, well, I put myself out of the market. So I'm not out of the market. Go to a different market.
Because that's how you negotiate it. That's all you negotiated, and that's all you decided to make. If you didn't negotiate your starting salary, you took what somebody gave you. You didn't decide and say, you know what? I'm worth $120,000, but I'm getting 30. Why would you get 30 if you're worth 120? Well, that's all that's out there. Then go make a $120,000 opportunity. But that requires work. That requires effort.
Serial procrastination is something that affects 80% of the population. Even high-performing, intelligent individuals suffer from it.
Bottom line is men and women have to understand, life is about evolution. Life is about growth, constant movement. If you are sitting down after you get off work, if you're just sitting there wanting to be entertained, if you're sitting there waiting for someone to bring it to you, you can't complain about not getting what it is you want out of life. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yes, I'm taking calls. The call line is open. This is how it's going to go. When you're on the call line, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to call. I'm going to say, hey, caller, what's your first name and where you're calling from? You're going to tell me your first name and where you're calling from. Then I'm going to say, what do you have to add to the discussion? You're going to say what you have to add to the discussion.
Shalama.
You're not going to run on. You're not going to get up here and give a monologue. You got a question, make it a short question. Don't have a run-on question. And then allow me to answer. If we get into a discussion, and if I start to speak, you need to let me speak. Don't try to talk over me, because then I'll mute you.
I love, the first time I'm watching this video, so I'm seeing where his rules started off. This is 3 years ago. This is the early days. Nowadays, him have a more hot studio. Well, I could not put him up on the water, so him have nice studio things where it look good. And he's very successful in this thing, and he's have millions of a million and odd subscribers. So he was really one of the most successful person in the field of teaching male and female how to carry on and get along together. I'm cuss him off and say, but you're divorced. What I see enough people talk to me about to say, if you're not the greatest person in the world, you can't give advice. And it's mostly women say that are with only mother alone and no man around them. Anybody can give you advice, sieve it out and see if it's good. Especially when somebody have experience and success and failure in a particular field. So a man like me now, we're in enough relationship before, make you advise you. And the next thing why I make you advise you, I never tell you something but me feel say a fuckery. What I say might not sound good, just like that brother here. But it is good because I wouldn't tell you foolishness, because when I tell you foolishness, you'll come at me later on and say, you told me rubbish and it worked out to be rubbish. And that's on me.
Be respectful and I'll be respectful to you. All right. 404, caller, what's your first name?
This is Nicole from Atlanta. How you doing, Kevin?
Hey, Nicole from Atlanta. How are you?
I'm awesome.
What do you got for us?
Well, nothing. I was just listening in. I told you I'd give you a call on the air. You've given some pretty good information to the sisters, so I hope they listen. Hope they soaking up that game.
Right.
Doing what you're doing.
Well, so on the portion of being good is not good enough for the women. Can you please speak to that? Because I know as a man, a lot of times women may or may not receive me. Maybe they'll receive you. You got the floor.
Well, not being good. It's sort of like accepting mediocrity as the standard. And I think Black people as a whole, and I'm just, using that just in general, but I think people in general, society just accepts mediocrity. And we even let that roll over into our relationships. I remember a time where you could fly when people, rode the airplane and dressed up.
Alright, my nice people, I find a more up-to-date video of this gentleman, and we'll find out why people hate him. Okay? We're gonna find I'll find a more up-to-date video. Let's hit it. Am I up? Everybody up? Remember the 21st of May. Give them an update. That's a party name. Alright, see a more updated video of Mr. Kevin Samuel here. And it's a girl doing a whatever. Just a sec.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I was just being funny, but I want to talk to you.
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 31.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I'm a boss woman. I just was out at my booth, doing my pop-up shop today, and I went to college, and I believe that I can have a family one day. I believe that.
How many kids you got?
No kids.
Okay. You believe you can have a family? Okay.
Yeah. I believe I can meet my match. I believe that I can find someone that.
Roll it back. No.
I'm sorry.
Don't do.
I'm sorry.
We don't overtalk. That's one thing you don't.
I'm sorry. I'm getting people go to my page, my website, because I'm talking to you. So it's like, wow, I was shocked that.
Well, turn off the comments and have the conversation.
Let's talk. Help me out, Kevin.
I don't know why. I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why do you need my help?
I mean, I want to help your viewers too see my point of view and talk to you and have a conversation.
I don't think my viewers want to hear a woman tell them anything.
I don't want to tell them. I want to answer your questions.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Go ahead. I just want to talk about your conversation about how I can meet my match. How can I make?
I don't know what your match is. I don't know what your match is. What do you want?
I want someone that, can match my drive, my ambition, someone that can bring to the table what I bring to the table as a woman. I want someone that can meet, my match.
Mm-hmm. How's that working out for you?
It's been working out great, but honestly, I don't think guys at this point in my career are what I need to focus on. Like, I just want to focus on myself. And then when I get to a level where I'm comfortable, I want to settle down, and that's what's in my vicinity. Then I'll explore that more.
You want any children one day?
Yes, of course. That's why I'm doing everything.
No, I don't sound of course. It's not of course. I mean,
well, not of course, but
hold on.
Chat too much.
Okay, let's a little time. How many kids would you like to have?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Which one?
2 and a maybe.
2 or 3. Which one? 2 or 3?
3. Let's say 3. Let's just go for it.
What state do you live in?
I live in Las Vegas right now.
We're not to watch this final.
At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for the female?
I'm sorry, what?
At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for women?
Yes, if there is a time.
At what age?
I'm like, I hear at 35 you begin to be.
At 35, yes, at 35.
I'll settle for one kid.
Shut up.
No, at 35, when was your last relationship?
I mean, I'm dating someone now, but my last relationship was 1.5 years ago.
And how long did it last?
5 years.
Hey, could you do me a favor? You keep swiping. Could you turn off?
These people are going to my website.
Okay. Turn off the notifications or turn off comments, because that's kind of.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll just ignore it. It's blocking your face though.
Well, you can turn off the comments. All you have to do is hit the 3 dots.
No, do you know my website? It tells me when I get viewers.
Okay.
So, but you can go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's fine. Okay, so 5 years, right? 5 years is your longest relationship. Why didn't you guys get married?
Well, we just decided that's not what he wanted at that time. He wanted to focus on his business as well and get himself to a better position. You know, that's not, we both were just, you know, wanted to focus on business at this time in our life.
And what kind of business are you in?
I do marketing and branding. Same thing, you know, but I'm also, you know, I do.
All right, so at what age?
I own a marketing.
At what age? No, I don't know. We have this conversation. At what age do you think you will be ready or in a position to settle down?
Like soon, like now. I'm dating someone.
At what age?
31.
Well, ma'am, those two, you just contradicted yourself.
How?
Was you came through the door talking about you're not ready to do something.
I never said. I said that I want to. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I'm dating someone.
How long have you been dating this person?
For about 4 months.
Is he wanting to get married?
Yes.
Did you guys start dating with the intention to be married?
Well, yeah, I am. But how can I, balance my work and my relationship?
Did you start? Okay. Did you start dating this man with the intent that I'm dating men specifically and solely towards getting married?
Yes.
You guys have had this conversation?
Yes, from the day
one. He wants to get married?
Yes.
And what kind of time frame does he want to get married?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm really not sure that I haven't had that. I haven't had that specific conversation.
You haven't had the conversation.
Waste of time.
Okay.
You talk a lot.
No, I don't.
I'm getting to the bullet points.
Okay.
All right. This is one of the reasons why it's so hard to even have a relationship with she. Because just imagine the man was there with she. When them sit down and trying to have a conversation, every time him open his mouth, she open her mouth before him finish. And when she do speak or answer a question, she answer the question with one long answer and sometimes she never. So this is one of the problems that this man tried to point out in these women. Say, uno talk too much and when uno talk, uno barely say anything, uno just make a lot of and don't. When the man talk, uno never give him a chance to talk, much less to hear what him say, to make it process. It's a waste of time, really.
If you're dating with intention, you said I'm dating a man and we got it clear that I want to be married and he wants to be married, the next question is in what time frame? Because in 4 months, if you don't know, if you didn't know from date one, why'd you go to date 2 or 3?
I mean, I'm assuming it's within a year.
We don't assume shit. We're business people. We don't assume anything.
Yeah.
I'm just dating right now.
She's lying. She's lying. She said she got into this relationship and she told the man that she dating specifically for marriage because you see after a reach certain age, I don't know, if you is a person that want to get married, you cannot be dating a person for 3, 4, 5 years. Wanna wait for. You have to get married in the first 2 years or so. 6 months to engage him say. By the year when I'm married, wanna wait for you. I'm trying to get to know you where they are wear out the pussy on the person. And then me now if I find you after you wear out the pum on the person and wear out your time and your everything for the person, your energy, then me if I find you after that person when you're 36 now. I'm married to you. Yeah, waste time, girl.
No man, we are business people. We're business people. We don't assume anything. We can't. Can you deposit an assumption?
No.
So in other words, you're not dating with what I call an intention to be married.
Okay.
So why don't you have the conversation with him tomorrow?
I tried to have it last night. I had something to do today, so I didn't go into it, but it is something that I do have intentions on doing soon.
But see, that's the problem. If this man was what you say he is, he would already have had this conversation with you up front. You see, this is part of the problem. You ladies talk, but you don't want to get the real stuff up front because you might not be his pick, and he might not be yours. But the bottom line is, if he says tomorrow, no, I don't want to be with you. I like this, but I don't want to take it any further. What are you prepared to do?
Just continue dating.
Thank you.
Other people.
Continue dating, but you're only dating this one person.
Well, not by that's by choice.
But you're only dating this one person right now.
Yes.
So, go back to geriatric pregnancy. Go back to when do you want to get married?
Okay. I feel you. All right.
This is what I mean. This is why you can't have what you say you want, because you ladies don't approach it with seriousness.
Well,
you guys just get no, because the calendar has told you what life is.
Yes, Yankee. I think that I might be totally wrong, but this man is a very valuable man to the black community. And when you become very valuable to the black community, you can expect to be gone. Yes. I think I would have said some chickini gone.
I try not to put a date on things that I can't determine, but I understand what you're saying. The intentions of actually putting a date on it could help expedite.
I want you guys to understand how often our women don't want to put restrictions on or avoid women who don't want to put a calendar or a clock on anything. You don't want to put a clock on it because it's rejection. It's real clear.
I mean, it seems that it could appear that way, but it's definitely
no, it is that way.
Some people just try to have faith, that whatever's going to happen.
No, there's no faith. It is that way.
I understand you. I believe you, but I never thought about it like that.
Well, that's why men run the world. Because when stuff has to be done in a systematic way, you guys don't approach it that way. You approach it in your feelings and faith.
So do you think men do that? They know when they want to get married and they set a date on that?
Yes.
Of course they do.
Yes. I know at least 10 men who got married. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 men in my group alone. Plus, you can go on YouTube and see all the videos of people who say, I've been listening to Kevin. I've gotten married in under 6 months. Yeah. Show you.
Well, yeah, they're listening to you, but do they
know
know
man,
that?
Men of them life plan out. Not every single man that you see now, but men that have goals and dreams. Let's say I am a lawyer. You think I don't know I want to be married by I'm 35? I want to have the house by I'm such age, but I want to have the house before I'm married. So we have goals and them pan out. So we want to get this accomplished by that age and that accomplished by this age. Men plan them life. Sensible men plan them life. They look hoodlum them. They grow up with their mother alone. Most of them, they don't really plan their life. They just live along and see what happens. Because women rarely plan. Women are even in having sex. A woman don't like to plan. Let's say it's the first time you and this girl are gonna have sex. Even though she knows that she want to get the glue, she not sit down and say, all right, yeah, right. Just some rude girl will do that with just some really old grads might fuck out and they used to this. But girls don't like to plan things, they like to be spontaneous. Men cannot afford to be spontaneous. Men has to plan, else him not gonna reach nowhere. Women live off of them beauty and them whatever.
You ask me, I can only tell you, I can show you people, I can show you folks. Dennis Furley, he's an attorney right here on YouTube, found his fiance in my group inside of a week. See, the problem is...
I understand that you do help people, but I don't think people naturally know this.
And that's your problem.
I'm not saying no one knows this, but I'm saying
you don't think people naturally know?
No.
The answer
that you're valuing up saying that they do this, they're not thinking.
Don't talk me. What the hell is wrong with you, man?
What?
I told you to overtalk me.
Okay.
I'm trying to...
I'm listening.
No, you can't listen to me if I'm talking and you're talking through me. That's the one thing I ask you not to do. And when I raise my voice, you start talking louder.
You shouldn't raise your voice, honestly.
Watch ya. Tell her say she not gonna have no man. She not gonna have no man because you call the man and ask him for advice. And when he give you advice, you louder than him. And I tell him say him not to shout. When you make him happy. Good boy, let me tell you something. Me reach a stage in my education with woman. when I have such a short temper with them, I will just not talk to you. If me I try help you and you fuck about, fuck off. I ain't got the time to waste, man. Let me see what more do.
Get off my phone.
You see? You see? This is one of the reasons why the woman them say them glad same dead. This is one of the reasons why them will jump up and say, oh yeah, we're glad he's dead. Because alright. What I've seen recently in life is that a woman can speak, or they speak to men in any way that they want. And these little shithead men accept it. Now you don't talk to me. And this is not recently with me, from a long time. You know like how some girl like to say to you, say, is it your time of the month? Bitch. If you ever say that to me, thump you down. Don't say that to me. I'll never talk to you again if you say that. If a girl said to me, say, oh yes, oh you're going to like I feel your time of the month, I will never speak to you again. If a girl said to me, say, you're speaking out of your ass, I'll never speak. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't talk to me like you talk to little boy them. And blood clot friend them. Don't talk to me, son. We don't take talk like that. We will have a conversation with you and you can make your point if you want to make your point. But when you start calling me asshole, me and you don't have to talk again. If you ask me if if me there on my period, the girl never asked me this, you know. But me and you will not speak again. Scratch the thumb down part. We just won't speak anymore. Now I think this video here is the last video that I can remember he did. Because I say I watched it. Let me see how which day this video come out. I watch nearly every one of his videos. Nearly every one. I can't see when this video came out, but this is one of the last videos that this gentleman done before he passed away. I didn't want to make this video so long, but I have to. This is a tribute. This is not a tribute. This is my G right here, man.
Glad you asked. Several things led me to this topic. And one of the biggest things that led me to this topic was the notion that modern women are just holding out. Holding out for what?
You're waiting for
holding
the right
out
guy.
For what?
The right guy.
Holding out for something better or a party of one. Holding out for this and holding out for that. Who the heck are you ladies holding out for? Mm-hmm. When you ask women today who are every bit of, danger zone. 27 to 35, when a woman needs to focus like a laser on the outcome she wants as far as relationships. But when you ask women who are in their mid to late 30s, even in their early 40s, who are boss chicks, bad chicks, got my money together, I got my master's.
I'm a PhD.
Got my master's, but can you cook?
I don't need a cookbook.
Yeah, they got their PhD and everything else. They don't have a cookbook, but they damn sure do have a All right, what is the one thing you tend to hear? Some sort of, well, I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm in a waiting position. I'm waiting for, God to send that man to me. I'm holding out. So I'm going to go nam nam uranga toya maka la macarena till that man comes along. Why are so many modern women holding out? What are you holding out for? Whatever it is, ladies, it ain't working. And the net result of it is you become a party of one. Modern woman, party of one. Your table's ready. What do you mean a party of one? A party of one. They become a party of one. Because as your friends who actually decided, you know what, I'm going to be a teacher or an accountant or whatever. I'm not going to make enough money to pay for my life, my property, my retirement, and everything else. I'm not going to be able to fund my retirement. So I'm going to partner with somebody else, and we're just going to try to make this thing work. Now, you got so many women who, just because they went to college, figure out it raises their value, especially this group.
I'm a PhD.
I had my ladies focus group the other day, and the themes continue to kind of play out, interesting conversation, interesting questions. But one thing over and over, I'm not going to settle. I became this woman over here, therefore I deserve this man over here. Well, ladies, like I tell every one of you, men don't care about what you have. We care about who you are. And your master's, your PhD, your property, your car, whatever, is not, not what men choose on. But see, here's the problem. Women will continue to talk to each other, hype their head up, blow their head up, let women say, well, girl, you shouldn't wait. You should do this. You should do that. The guy you're with right now, he's a good guy, but you know what? You don't settle for him. What happened to that lawyer you were dating 3 years ago? What happened? You used to could date guys on this level. Why are you going to get with this guy who's give him a title, third shift at the plant? Why are you going to get with this guy who's a firefighter when back in college you was pulling this and that? Women judge from the highest man they were ever able to deal with. And deal with means simply this: he showed her some attention.
You hear that? So the highest man she could have ever talked to in her past life, she still have herself there. But there is a saying with men that women age like milk and man age like wine. Because women spoil after a while. Because first of all, them look less attractive, and man work off attraction and youthfulness. And them can't have baby after a certain age, or the pregnancy is risky. And in natural instinct of men's life, men are attracted to fertile women.
Possibly gave her some sex, and she thought that automatically adjusted her level. That's why I'm starting to see hellified basic chicks, hellified basic, from the way they look, talking about, I'm not going to settle for a broke man. I want a rich man. I want this lifestyle. And I'm like, you do realize you can set whatever price you want to in the market. That's your choice. But you do realize the market, like YouTube, like Instagram, the market is like YouTube and Instagram. Anybody can get a YouTube channel. Anybody can create an Instagram channel. Anybody can go to YouTube, create a channel, and post content. But that's because you have a YouTube channel don't mean somebody's going to watch it, don't mean you're going to get a following. Everybody who's watching right now has a YouTube channel or Instagram channel, but every one of you ain't making money on this stuff and they're in a business or whatever. Why? But this is the market. So women think because they can create a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel, because they can be in the market, they can determine they can have success in the market. What are y'all holding out for? Yeah, what are women holding out for?
Give me a second, people.
I don't know. I was married and divorced. I didn't hold out, but I wouldn't say that I'm holding out today. I just, after listening to you, I don't see any hope in anything.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like my market value is not as high as it used to be prior to marriage. I had 2 children.
It's not as high as it used to be?
Yeah.
Well, anything that ages and gets used decreases. So, I mean, that's expected though, right?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Expected though.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said divorce wasn't expected, so I wasn't, planning on the decline.
Okay.
But, I guess I'm a party of one now, and I don't know, how it works.
Okay. Who filed for divorce?
My husband did.
Why'd you guys split?
Because I didn't know how to be a wife.
Okay.
I wasn't taught.
Okay. So is that a more accurate reason why you feel like there's no hope?
Yeah.
So it's not the declining sexual marketplace value or the divorce, it's you.
I think it's a combination.
Take the
Now
blame.
that I'm learning, I've learned a lot.
Take the blame. They say it wasn't qualified for being a wife.
I feel like with the knowledge that I have, I don't know if there's anything out there that would.
Anything out there that what?
Anything that would accommodate my situation. I mean, who wants to take care of someone else's kids?
No one.
Was your ex-husband married?
No. Probably watching.
Then why not go back to him?
I've tried.
But why do you think that is?
I get reveled by enough other man.
He's seen a change in me.
Ah.
What's the name of your therapist?
Kevin Samuels. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have one.
You know what that is?
What's that?
The world's smallest violin playing My Heart Bleeds for You. I mean, what do you want us to say, ma'am? I mean, you're married. You honest and said he divorced me because I didn't know how to be a husband. But then you go to the market and say, I don't think there's any hope because of declining sexual marketplace value. That happens for everybody. For all women in particular. It doesn't necessarily happen for all men, but yeah, our value decreases too. But then you don't know anybody who will accommodate your situation. Yeah, the man you started your situation with. But why doesn't he want you back? Because you ain't done nothing.
I wouldn't say that.
I
think I have gone to therapy. I have not in active therapy.
Press it live.
How long? What's the longest continuous time you've been in therapy?
So during the marriage, closest to the divorce, I was in therapy for the last 2 years, trying to, rectify the marriage.
No, you one-on-one by yourself, not.
I was alone with that. I was alone in that.
So when you were in your marriage, you were doing therapy by yourself?
Correct. When I thought things were going, hectic, I knew that I was doing wrong. I knew that I had a part to play, and I sought therapy. And the therapist kept telling me to get a divorce, and I didn't
my God!
Was your therapist male or female?
A female.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So to the church.
Huh?
I went to the church after that and sought therapy through counsel through the church, through ministerial counsel and stuff. That works out a little better, but by then it was just
female therapist did not leave our man.
Go through with full therapy. Too much water was under the bridge, and it was already over.
What do you mean it was already over?
I guess he had already had enough of everything. I mean, I stayed home with the boys. I raised the kids.
What did he want you to do?
Shut up.
Why did you do that?
Oh my God!
Honestly, hindsight is 2020. I don't know why I didn't do that. At the time, I didn't know why. I mean, now, looking back, I was stupid. I was angry. I didn't do all the stuff that I now, and I've been put on Shahrazad Ali for the last 5 years, and you and a lot of other, people that talk about these types of things and the anger inside of us at times that we get from our moms and their anger. So I learned a lot.
But
when it was time to get him back, I mean, it was just been too long. It's been 5 years. He's in and out of different relationships, and then of course the divorce.
What about you?
That was.
But
have you been in and out of relationships too?
Is it he's gone on, or you haven't done enough work?
Maybe both, but I've been trying. I mean, I've spent 5 years. I've moved on, and the thing is, I'm scared of the market, right? So I'm scared I haven't gone back because I don't think that there's anything out there. I believe in marriage. I believe in
Well, the market's out there. The market's out there, but the market's going to ask the same questions I'm asking. What did you think you were going to get?
Yeah.
I mean,
you left your man.
I mean, when you were
That is a
being,
big question for most of these ladies out here. We keep left them baby father or left their husband. What you think is out here waiting for you? This wonderful, beautiful prize that you think is out here. What you think is out here? First of all, when you leave the man who breed you, you set back your value. Because he values you because you are the mother of his child or children. And that's one of the greatest value a man can have for a woman. Because he wants to protect that woman and those are that child or children. But you run gone now, you say you want better. And the better way you want don't want you. Because man of value don't want woman with other people, children. That might sound harsh and bad, but remember this, ladies. Men of value don't want other people, children, to spend his money on. Whether regardless of how it sounds to you. And if you love the cow, you have to love the calf. Well, we don't love the cow and we don't have to love the calf. Because we can just bypass the fucking cow and the calf and get a cow without any calf. So you need to watch who you breed for, and if you decide to breed, when it not work, stay with it and make it work.
when you're in your marriage and being the way you were, what were you fighting for?
You know what? I don't know. I just saw my mom do it. I did what I saw her.
Your mom was married?
Momentarily.
You deserve a Grammy. I'm gonna say you deserve a Grammy. You deserve a what? Listen to me. You see the endorsement where you are rolling with Mr. Samuels, a same circle, my lord. Same circle. You see that speech where you make a while ago about where them think the grass will green up on the other side after a foundation where they set already. I want you highlight that endorse again, my lord. Because you don't know it go already. No distraction. Because we'll take it to them, you know. You see it. Family morals, we say, yeah?
Okay. That's my general right there, you know. Yankee bless, you know. I'm always at the progress, you know. You see that? Alright, what Yankee is saying that I made a point, and it's a very harsh point and a very point that women tend to don't want to look at our in them brain. They're so beautiful and so special and they're so valuable to themselves that they think that they're valuable, but they never check things from the men point of view. They check things from them point of view. And from our point of view, most men point of view, we don't want to we don't want to work hard, grinding every day, every night, extra hours and all these things, running risks, whatever it is, and take our money and come raise another man's child because we are with his mom. We don't like that. We'd rather spend every dime on our children. That is what a man was made for. Women think a man was made for come and take care of your children after she keep leaving the men them what she have the child for. That's why woman will give a jacket, because she no matter who mind the child as long as somebody mind the child. But men don't look at it like that way, especially men who value themselves. Not even, again, men of value. You don't have to be rich, because I am not rich. I'm just nearly rich. But I still don't want to spend my 2 pence or my £100 on somebody else's child. It's not. It's like a lost leader. You don't get that investment back. Oh, but me know somebody and him real father. Him not take care of him real father. Him take care of him stepfather. Well, they always gonna know a 1 or 3 out of the million that do that. That doesn't mean say that 1 or 3 is gonna be me or you, sir. So spend your money on your seed. If you lose your money on your seed, that's why I tell people say, if me lose my money on if me lose my money or me broke, if me lost my £1 or if me accidentally broke my phone, it's on me. I did it. But me no want to lend you my phone and you broke my phone. But rather broke my phone myself. So men don't necessarily want, because one lady tell me say, the grass is greener when you water it. Looking nice, my dear. Yes, the lady said the grass is greener when you water it. So you did over here so, and now water your grass and it dry up. Ladies and gentlemen I'm referring to. But in this case, the ladies them. You over here so, and you now water the grass where you a walk up and down pan. But you see one grass over there so, where somebody a water, or it look greener from afar. So you jump over a fence and gone over there so, before you water your grass over here so, and get it nice and lush and green and well grassified. Eh? You know do that. Because the lady said in the first part say she didn't know how to be a wife because she wouldn't shut up. So the next man will pick you up over there so now with the money. No. You couldn't shut up for your husband, the father of your children, and your husband. When you find the next man, are you going to shut up for him now that you have come with other people's children? Are you going to shut up for him or are you going to be the same person? Are you willing to shut up now? But you couldn't shut up for the man who breed you. Woman, I think in reverse. And then when you say these things, oh, he dissing us. No, nobody know this. No. All we do, we analyze what we say and see what we do. And then we make a judgment after what we say and do. But nobody should judge me. Why not? Do you judge it when you cross the road? Or you just walk out?
She just fought with all of her boyfriends and fought with us. And
Who has custody of the boys?
I do.
How old is the youngest?
8.
How
Anybody
did they see
want to
their
join?
father?
Just hit the link in the message area, in the comment area.
He says he's not financially stable to see them or take them because I take all his money after the divorce.
Argument of one girl.
But I offer, I ask, I beg.
Hold on.
I mean, he doesn't.
What state are you in?
Pennsylvania,
Do you get child support?
I do.
Cut off the child support.
How will I be able to help take care of the kids?
See? Okay, cut out the child support and have actual joint custody with your ex-husband. Straight up joint. 3.5 days with you, or 4 days with you, 3 days with him, 3 days with you, 4 days with him. No child support. Listen. That would send a damn sure close signal that you're on trying to actually do something different. It would also give your boys more time with the man they need to be with, their father. If he's saying the money is draining him, well, man, cut the child support off. Move in good faith. How will it hurt your boys if you cut child support and you actually have joint physical custody with their father? So where now the reason for the money is gone because he has to pay for them when they're with him. You have to pay for them when they're with you. So there's no need for the money. How does it hurt the boys?
I understand what you're saying.
Answer the question.
At all, but what if he doesn't have a place to live? Where would he take them half of the time?
So he lives in his car?
He lives on somebody's couch.
Are you getting child support every month?
Yeah.
It's crazy for men. It's crazy for men, really.
So he's on somebody's couch.
I didn't ask him to do that.
I didn't say you asked him to do it, but I just want you to understand that from the man's standpoint, ain't nobody gonna have shed one tear. Because you were with a man and you said it. And now after the marriage, you getting the money. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but is what's more important, having a functioning relationship with your ex and having your boys with their father and having some semblance of a family, or this cold war?
I just feel like Kevin didn't ask for any. I begged him to stay. I promised I went to the
No. No. See, you can beg him to stay, but I asked you the first thing, what was the name of your therapist? And the problem is he hasn't seen enough change. So let's just imagine this happens. Let me use my Thanos powers here, shall we? Let me use my Thanos powers. Hello, Eric. Hey, this is me. Yeah. I want to do something. The boys don't see you that often, and I know you're in this way, and you say it's on me because I get the money. So here's what I want to do. I went down to the court and I actually terminated the support order. I terminated the support order, and I want to have joint physical custody with the boys. I give you about 90 days to get yourself together to where you have a place to where the boys can come over there. So you should be able to do that with the money you get.
I'll make it play. You need to hear it.
There's videos on YouTube right here with women who have cut off the child support, and been helpful to the ex-husband, and now they're in a better position. How does that hurt the boys?
It doesn't hurt them at all, Kevin.
So do you not think if you cut the support off, what do you think he would do?
I think he wouldn't, because I think that nothing would change.
Huh? So you think if you cut the child support that he would not see the boys?
Correct. We separated for 5 years.
Okay. So let me stop you right here. I want you to stop you right here.
Yes, sir.
You want to get back with the man who you said if you cut the child support off, he just keep the money and still not see the boys.
Correct.
So why you want to get back with a man with such a low character? If that's what you really believe.
I literally believe in the sanctity of marriage.
That's not what I asked.
If you believe in the sanctity of marriage, you then behave yourself and shut up when your husband says shut up. You just believe in the sanctity of marriage because Kevin Samuel have up on a pint right now when you try to look like a good, nice person. You don't believe in the sanctity of marriage because your marriage is said to obey. And you don't obey. Your husband divorced you because you didn't know how to be a wife, you said, and you wouldn't shut up. And you can bet in between all of that, there's enough things about your attitude where you're not tell we, say I saw you stay. So you really and truly don't believe in the sanctity of marriage.
I asked, why would you want to get back with a man? Because see, there's fear here, and I'm trying to understand why you want to go back to this man. If you're saying I'm dealing with a man, if I cut the child support off and offer him joint custody, he'd just take the money and still be out of his boy's life. You don't think very highly of him.
I don't. But I still, I'm married, and I think that means something. I love my brother. He may not be the best person in the world, but I love him.
Did you hear what you just said?
Then just talk.
And I want you to think about what I'm about to say. You're in charge of raising 2 boys? And you don't think very highly of their father.
Oh my God.
Do you know when your children are sick, even without them telling you? Do you know when something's wrong with one of your children just by looking at them?
Yeah.
Why? Because you raised them and they're around you. Guess what? We know our mamas just like they know us. I don't know why the hell y'all think just because you don't say nothing, we don't know.
Can I say something? So we were separated for 5 years. 3 out of the 5 years, I asked for no child support. I asked for nothing. He told me, I asked him for money for food. He said, put me on child support. That's what he said.
Ma'am, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you why I don't care. Because there's 3 sides to every story. Yours, his, and the truth. I don't give a shit about who shot John. You said that why you want to get back with him. I'm trying to understand why you want to get back with a man that you don't think very highly of.
Because husband and took him dead. That's what I was told. And I believe him. He may be a piece of crap, but...
Whoa. Again, she's trying to look so nice and say she believes in the sanctity of marriage and one husband until death. Well, you would have behaved accordingly. You're lying. Now you believe in it. That you find out you're nothing out the road and them boy where you meet, all them do is slap you in your glue and don't plan to settle down with you and not spend the money a yard because and not feed them children and them not want you. But you make yourself available because you look man hard. So man a fuck you. But you don't believe in it because if you believe in it, you then listen to your husband. If you had these values from before, you then listen to your husband and you then shut up. Because you say, what did your husband want you to do? And you said, shut up. So you don't believe in it, you just attack.
Oh, hold on, wait a goddamn minute, ma'am. Wait a goddamn minute.
It's hypothetical.
There is no hypothetical. I don't do that over here. Run that shit on some feminist channel. Don't come call your ex-husband and the man that you created life with a piece of crap.
I'm sorry. I did not mean
The internet is forever. What do you think?
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like...
Oh, you meant it in a nice way.
No, I just meant it in like...
Stop. Stop. Just stop. When you're in a ditch, stop digging. What do you think it's like to live with you?
Probably not easy, not fun. Some good stuff, but...
So do you think if you're around somebody who's difficult or not easy to live with, that they have an impact on your psyche?
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Excuse me.
You think he doesn't love his boys?
I never said that.
So do you think it bothers him not to be around his sons?
Bothers us.
I can't answer that.
Yes, you can, and you will.
Do I think it doesn't bother him that he's not around his sons? Nobody stopping him from being around.
That's not what I asked.
Yes, I'm sure it bothers him.
Okay.
I don't.
This is everything we've talked about so far has been about you. You're the chaotic center of all of this. And if the world was balanced, he should have custody of those boys. Prior to 1945, he would have had custody.
I'm not opposed to custody.
But then you'd be paying child support.
He asked for it at one point in time, and his living situation, he gave it back.
Okay, ma'am. Here's what here's the thing. There's always going to be, like I said, the market is what it is. And the market's going to look at how you handled why'd you quit your last job? Did you quit or were you fired? Who's your former employer? If your marriage was a job, you're not talking very highly of your job. So I'm stuck on the fact that you say he doesn't see his boys, not because he doesn't love them, because he said, you taking all the money. You said he's living on the couch, so he doesn't have a residence.
That's what he said. He's telling me he couldn't take the kids, he can't take them overnight because of my financial situation.
He doesn't have a residence.
Have anywhere to live.
So what happens when the boys ask where their dad is? When they say they want to see your dad?
They don't anymore. But when they used to, I would call him, tell him, come get the kids. The kids is asking for you. They're outside. You know, we live in a neighborhood where they could play outside. He could come by.
So but he does have a job.
He does.
Is he paying more than $1,000 a month in child support?
He is.
More than $1,500 a month?
No. He was.
In what state?
Pennsylvania. It was included with alimony.
Alimony?
Child support, yeah.
How long were y'all married?
About 10 years.
Why'd you take alimony?
That's a lot. But the marital settlement agreement provided some benefits.
Did you work during the marriage?
I did not.
And for my critics and detractors, I want you guys to ask yourself a question. Men don't typically file divorce.
I did not file for divorce.
I said men don't typically file for divorce. And then you're getting alimony and child support. All right? At the end of the day, ma'am, yeah, I can see why you're talking about the market. I don't know who'd want to deal with this in the market either, but I'm not really concerned about your dating life. I'm asking about the boys. They don't see their dad. You're saying that he says he doesn't see him because of the money, but I'm saying the two adults need to get the shit together to where the kids can see both of y'all.
I agree. I called.
Okay, and I'm saying, I asked a critical question. If you cut the support off, do you think he would see the boys? And you said no. You need to answer the question of why you think that is. Because why don't you think he would see them?
Because he's done it in the past. 3 whole years. Whole years of not seeing the kids, no child support, have all his money, no alimony.
Where was he at?
He was right up the street, less than a couple miles away. He worked. He had his fun. I didn't bother them. I went and got a job. I went and provided. I kept the house. I kept the mortgage. I kept the mortgage paid. Didn't ask for anything. It wasn't until I lost my job.
Yep. So you didn't work during the marriage.
Correct.
Did you guys have financial pressures in the marriage?
No, not at all.
Has he changed jobs?
When we were married, he had a steady job.
Right.
Since been divorced, he's gone through lots of different
What was his profession?
Social work.
Okay.
He was a social worker. He worked in law enforcement. He could do that. He has a bachelor's degree in social work,
But does he have any substance abuse problems?
Not at all.
So he was steadily employed and you were a housewife.
Yep.
But post-divorce, now you're a working woman.
Correct.
And right, wrong, or indifferent, all this was preferable to just get along with your husband?
I tried.
You didn't try shit.
Okay. You went to counseling, but I'm always leery when I hear women go to counseling by themselves. You went to counseling by yourself, then you went to Christian counseling. But at the end of the day, he divorced you for irreconcilable differences?
I don't know why he divorced me. I never read the papers. I never signed them.
You didn't ask him?
I don't even know what the divorce
Was there another woman?
There were plenty of those.
No. Did he leave you for another woman?
I don't think so.
Was he still a social worker when he left you?
Yeah.
So when he divorced you, he was making money.
Yes. No, after the divorce, no.
No, when he filed for divorce or whatever, he was still earning. Right. And the order is set likely on his previous earnings, not his current earnings.
Correct.
You haven't modified that?
So that the court did it because he willfully acted out in court and got himself thrown in jail, which is why he lost the job. So the judge held him to that earning is contempt of court.
The judge you didn't basically, so you're saying it's the judge?
If the judge can hold it in earning capacity.
You can, ma'am. The judge can't make somebody. Child support is an agreement between you two. You can decide to go cut child support off tomorrow. You could decide to go get $1 in child support.
All right, but you asked if he had an earning capacity. And
Right, and I'm saying that he was earning one thing at once, and then he lost his job, and he's earning less, but his income, his child support is still set at his previous earning level.
Correct.
If it were, don't you think it would be fair to lower that to match his current? If he's saying money is an issue.
I mean, I sacrificed we sent him to school for him to have this degree, so that I'm the one with the high school education, so why should he get lower to my income?
Wow. Wow. Did y'all heard it? You heard it.
Wicked.
An X amount of dollars.
Ma'am, so do you think he chose to just make less money? You think he's just out, you think he's happier making less money?
I know for a fact he chose to make less
money. Oh my God. All right. I don't know. You know what? My bullshit meter is going all off now. No. I'm kind of done. Ma'am, so you want us to believe that a man chooses to go make less money for what? For what, pray tell? Why? What would be the reason a man chooses to make less money?
Because he thought, like you're saying, that the court would lower the amount, and they didn't.
So you want me to believe that the support order was set at one thing, but he decided to say, you know what? I don't want to make $70,000 a year. I want to make 40 so I can pay less child support.
No, he decided to curse up the judge and get thrown into jail.
I didn't say anything about him and the judge. I said the job. I don't give a shit about the court. Because here's the funny thing. I want you guys to understand. If you've never been to family court, you don't understand how adversarial it is for men. And the thing is, there's your side, his side of truth. I'm saying, why would a man making X decide to make less than X? What does that do to his standard of living? Increase it or decrease it?
Again, the only thing
what does that do? Increase it or decrease it?
Decrease it.
So you think he's decreasing his standard of living so he can pay decreased child support?
And live on smarty couch. You see that? She ain't telling us everything.
That makes no logical sense.
She ain't telling everything.
That makes no sense. Men don't decrease their earnings to pay less child support.
So why wouldn't he work a job the same type of job he was working when we were
Because that's not how that always works. Look, man, that's not how it always works. And that's the problem. In the family court system, modifications go one way, up. It is rare that a man gets a modification down, even when he loses a job. I know because I couldn't get one. I know because I know many men who couldn't get one. I know because when I started in family court and was men's groups, that men can lose jobs. The economy takes a dip. The sectors are gone, but they tell you to go get 3 jobs because they make money off of it. The family court system makes money off of it. And ma'am, if money is at the issue and you're really talking about trying to move with this man in good faith, you're getting alimony, you're getting child support set at what his previous income was. And your theory is, well, he did all this because of his attitude despite the judge. That's beautiful when the judge is on your side. I don't give a shit that he cussed out the judge, man. Let's say that happened. You could still say, that's your daddy. He had a bad day, whatever. I don't want to lower it down. But what you said was, why should I do that? So I've already put him through. I did this for him, so child support's to pay you back for putting him through school?
No.
See, child support becomes all kind of shit for women. I asked you, why not modify it? And I said, why don't you reduce? Well, why don't, ma'am, that's what you said.
I said he went to school, he has a degree.
So?
Was making all the money.
And that was. Industries change. He's not making all the money.
The industry changed because he quit his job. When you quit a job, no one fired you. You quit your job. So what do I say when you continue to quit jobs when you see that they're garnishing the maximum allowed amount, which is 55%.
55%. God damn.
Jesus Christ.
A man is supposed to take 55% of your income.
Jesus
Ooh, I want you guys to understand. My critics, I hope y'all were able to listen to all of this, because I know y'all were like, ooh, he's wrong, such and so forth. But it is all coming out. This is what men have been reduced to.
Wow.
Ma'am.
Wow.
At the end of the day, I keep asking about your boys.
Wow.
This is between you and him. What about the boys? Can he put his shit to the side and you put your shit to the side so the boys can have a relationship with both the mother and the father? I don't give a shit about you or him. How about them?
Listen, nobody, we assume that the mother, in most cases, think about the child's or children's well-being. They think about the children sleeping, eating, and being comfortable, yes. But the mental well-being of not having a father, they don't find that important with either way. Like, they don't need no father. I'm doing it by myself. And get an attitude right there, so. But again, let's go forward to the part where child support take 55% of your earnings and give to your wife, your ex-wife, and children. Jesus Christ. That's why the man has to be living on somebody's settee. Jesus Christ. Now, the woman did say, he said put him on child support. We don't know if it's true, because we don't believe when women talk. We hear what them say, and we analyze what them say, and see if it add up. However, the court take 55% of your earning and give it to your wife and children. Bumbleclad. So what? You feel live pan, brother? Why you feel live pan? That's why I tell the man them say slap and go. Enough people complain when pastor say slap and go. Don't complain when I say slap and go. Put yourself in that situation there where you pay 55% of your earning. You can only have money to eat and go back to work. Your shoes them are bent up because 50 that means that you get 45% of where you earn. Every time you get paid, you get 45% of where you work for. Now your wages can only, it's long talk.
Who shot John and who hurt who and who did what at prom, I don't give two fucks about.
So if I take him off of child support for 90 days or 6 months and he still doesn't get it together, then do I put it back on then at that point?
Go for it.
How long
Why are you going in? I want to know why you don't think he's gonna. I want you guys to understand where the question comes from. It's a bad faith question. And this is why family court is so jacked up. Giving women leverage and access to future earnings for past relationships is crazy. You assuming he's gonna do the worst.
You hear that? Somebody's here. That's why they dash him away. Because him pass and gone now. Family court give you access to future earnings for past relationship. That's why men don't need to get married really and truly, because there's a thing called alimony. After you stop being with this woman, you'll have to pay her. You'll have to maintain her. Now, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You can see the sleep in my face. You and this woman break up, but you still have your PR because you did there with her. You better you never did there with her.
He's done it before.
And so have you, ma'am. The reason I mean talking about this shit, ma'am, is when you were married, you were doing the worst. No, all right. Because you said you still wanted to get back with this man. You still want. It's all alive, man. Anybody can hear it.
It's fine. I understand. But if I'm held to my resume, why is he not held to his?
I don't give a shit about your resume or his resume. What about the boys?
That's what I'm saying.
No. And see, the thing is, man, you keep going back. Well, what if he doesn't do it? So how about this? How about this then? Just like you wanted him to give you good faith, grace, and some mercy, that you had changed to give you another shot because you've done the work, right? Excuse me. Do the same for him. Give him the benefit of that. Stop. You want him to give you the benefit of the doubt? You give him the benefit of the doubt. How does that hurt you? How does that hurt you?
Financially, it would hurt me because
Not it.
the same money in the household I need.
Man, we're not okay. It hurts you financially for how long?
I have no idea.
That's what I said. I said joint custody. Joint custody. That means he has the boys, you have the boys. See.
Now, if you are a female, in the comments, please tell me if you find this man's conversation wise or you could learn anything from him, or you find him atrocious and would be glad that he's dead today, because he died, I think, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, he passed away. Because in America, and they're really rejoicing. Not everybody, but quite a few ladies are rejoicing about the passing of this man, because they say he disrespect black women and he talked to them too harsh and all these other things. A lot of ladies tell me that I talk harsh as well, but I ask them, how do you speak to your children? Do you speak to them harsh? You're an adult, you're supposed to be able to take it. If you're doing wrong, nobody gonna have no pretty patience with you when them tell you 1 million times and you keep doing the same foolishness that you've been doing and end up with the same.
This is why I go to this selfishness party of one thing. To you, this sounds right. And to me, I'm trying to figure out how can the boys end up having a relationship with the mother and father, and how can y'all get to some point of possibly a new resolution. But it's going to take you experiencing some setback too. You want him to give you a shot, to give you the benefit of the doubt that you've changed, and that would show a different thing, because the woman right here, I can see why you probably don't believe anything has changed. Because what have you done? You've gone to some therapy. Therapy is supposed to go to an action. It's supposed to do something to soften your heart, to give you some grace, some mercy, to understand some empathy, to understand where people are coming from. Well, he lost his job. Well, he quit his job, and he cussed out this. Okay, so we're supposed to listen to your issues and your drama, but men can't have any. We're just supposed to keep out here steady, performing, and that's what I want you guys to understand. We're tools. We're utilities. We're not supposed to feel. We're not supposed to think. You can't make no mistakes, but they can make mistakes. And at the end of the day, man, you're raising two boys. You're raising two boys, and how they view themselves is going to be directly tied to how you view men, how you view their father, how you interact with men, whether you like it or not. So,
I love their father.
This is love. This is why I say I don't give a shit about your love, people. This is what I mean. This is why I say I don't give a shit about your love. Respect. You love them, but you don't respect it. Because as soon as I said, why don't you come to him with an offer? I'm going to pause child support. I'm going to give you joint custody and cut off child support. So we split the boys 50-50, and we come up with a new way of doing this. And I'm going to give you some time to get yourself up there, because you said 90 days. I'm not asking for it, but you automatically go to, well, what if he fucks me? You mean like you fucked him?
Mm-hmm. I didn't fuck him.
Yes, you did.
With your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You said I'm talking about in a marriage. You said how not being a good wife.
Unbeknownst to me.
Doesn't matter unbeknownst to not. That the outcome is the same.
All right, but it wasn't deliberate. It wasn't something that.
See, you're still going back to the fact, ma'am. Okay. You're still going back to the fact you didn't do it. Okay, fine. Do something different. But you know what? Never mind. That's why we started where we end or where we start, man. It's about you. And that's cool. The therapy, what's the outcome that's different? Because if you can't
Like what Danny Bless said, it's all about you,
now, and I don't know like how it works.
Okay. Who filed for divorce?
My husband did.
This went backwards.
Told me. I asked him for money for food. He said, put me.
I'm not really concerned about your dating life. I'm asking about the boys. They don't see their dad. Even when he loses his job. I know because I couldn't get one.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait
all
there.
right.
Make sure you go on.
To whose benefit?
Wait there.
That was a call that needed to happen. It was kind of today. Your boys are sitting around not even asking for their daddy no more. What's the cost of all that?
Mm-hmm. You couldn't call yourself.
How much that gonna cost? How much therapy is that gonna cost?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something to think about. There are no easy solutions in human interactions. But you can turn this off. And
in the chat, do you think that she had learned anything from this conversation? Look at her face if you can see it with it. Let me big up the picture. Look on her face if you can see her face. And tell me if you think say she had learned something from this convo.
And if it works out in the negative, you can always turn it back on, can't you?
Yeah, I can, right?
Go find out. Have a good one.
Thanks, Kevin.
I'm telling you, folks, the family court system is one that is not in favor of men. You know, and I'm not trying to make it seem like that guy was a saint in any way, but come on, man. Come on. Party of one? Party of one? That was a call that needed to happen. It was kind of off topic. I'm going to go a little bit longer. Party of one. Ladies, you don't want to end up being a party of one. You don't want to end up with stuff like Diane Carroll. When I showed you Diane Carroll, that was a beautiful woman being driven around in a limousine in a fur coat alone.
No, I don't know what to say, but just now I feel a little way in myself because if this man never passed away a few days ago, I couldn't do this with the video because he might not strike a channel today. But he said in one of his or many of his videos that if you use my footage without getting permission from me, I will strike your channel. So I've never done one of his videos yet ever on YouTube because he would strike a channel and I didn't want him to strike mine. But I'd rather have him here, as I said before, I'd rather have him alive to learn from him by just watching his videos. And other people can get to learn from him instead of being able to do this today. I'd rather not be able to do this and eventually get permission from him because he's busy. But, boy, Kevin Samuel, you're one of the great men of this century when it comes towards helping out people. Because you know, help men. Because him not really talk to men. He used to talk to men for 3 years and then he talk to women for the last 3 years.
Between a man and a woman, you and I will never know all the stories. And even if we do know all the stories, I don't care. When you have kids, the father, the mother, let me say this. I know men who have walked away from their kids because the mother was making them crazy. But it has to be said that the man's still paying the support. So he's not a deadbeat. He just can't deal with you.
You.
Get the likes up, folks, so the chat room goes off.
We're going to do another one now. You're going to get somebody else on.
And unfortunately, the child support system is able to be used punitively by women. Mm-hmm. To whose benefit? To whose benefit? So, All right, let's get off of this. Let's get back to single women. Y'all want the chat room back on? Hit the damn like button. All right. So when I actually do have a chance to sit down and talk to women, one of the things I hear women being concerned about is picking the right man. Hello.
Hi, I'm Sophia. Thank you for having me on.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25.
So a bit younger than
Okay,
some
well.
people you've been having on.
Well, did you have a question or do you want to talk about the topic?
Both. So one, I haven't been listening to you for a super long time, but I've come in and out of different lives. And one thing I was noticing is you don't always necessarily talk about the monolithic woman in maybe the best light. And I would love to know, what do you like about women?
The monolithic woman in the best light. What does that mean?
I feel like you act like women all act the same when they don't necessarily. And so I would love to know what do you like?
I don't like for she if you explain if woman not act the same way. What? Because one like mango and one like grape, that means them different. Let's hear what she have to really say.
Just a second. Audience, I want you to fix your eyes on the screen over here. Everyone is special. No one can be generalized.
That's rubbish.
All women act the same. Do you think women act more similar or different?
I mean, I think just overly, I don't like.
I don't care what you, ma'am. You keep saying like. Ma'am, hold on. I want to, let's do this. Just do this. Are you an educated woman? Okay. Are generalizations valid? Okay, you gotta take your. Do you have on Bluetooth? Do you have on Bluetooth or something? Are you on Bluetooth or something? Okay, you listen.
No, your feedback. I can hear you. Does that sound better?
Well, yeah, there was a slight delay. Are generalizations valid? You said what?
I think I referenced that.
Are generalizations valid?
Is specific to the area you're making a generalization. So we're talking about.
It's hot in Arizona. It's hot in Arizona. Is it always hot in Arizona?
For the most part, yes.
But it's not always. But is the generalization valid?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what I talk about is broad generalizations that are broadly true for most women. Why do we need to go into the tangential or the nuance?
I think for me, I've been waiting to see someone that has a similar train of thought or belief system as me on your show, or you talking about someone like me, if that makes specific.
That's okay.
Broad. So for example, a lot of times you have women on your show who are 30s and above with kids, in and out of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me. And so when I'm going into the show, I'm like, is he going to talk about someone like me? And so.
What does that mean? What's someone like you?
I'm waiting to have sex till marriage. So when dating,
Okay, well, yeah, ma'am, I've had at least 7 shows on that very topic.
Okay. And I did say I was new, so I definitely missed it. That's on me.
Yeah, matter of fact, there's 3 or 4 videos up from this year. Is this a religious belief?
Yeah, for the most part. It's like a promise I made to So,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Well, what I'm doing, I'm asking at 25, you're waiting till marriage to have sex, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what I'm trying to understand is where that belief comes from, number one, and how strongly it's attached.
Very strong.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, do you attend church regularly?
I just moved to DC about a year ago during COVID, and so it's been pretty hard to find churches. But I've worked in ministry for a while, and I'm still very part of my church back home in Seattle, just online, so not a physical church.
So the answer is no.
But because of COVID, they only have
Ma'am, we've been, okay, no. You could have been at, no. DC hasn't. Okay. All right. Okay. So the direct answer is no. I don't go to the physical church body. I have my service.
I do go to the physical church body. Yes, I'm just not
Regularly.
Long thing with that one there. I mean, watch it already. That girl there, one idiot.
I'm in there. Okay. And the bottom line is, ma'am, you gotta end up being that's one of the holes I think in church today. We're not putting couples together. Women, you can believe what you want, and will you find somebody who shares your beliefs? True. But are you, how tall are you?
Like 5'3".
Okay. Do you want kids?
Yes.
How many?
Biologically, at least 2, and then adopt maybe 2, depending on like finances, of course.
Okay. And what kind of lifestyle do you want your family to lead?
I'm in school to become an ambassador right now, so a lifestyle of helping people.
Monetary lifestyle.
To make sure that my kids don't have to worry about money and not worry.
So you want to be able to pay for their college?
Yes.
You want to be able to travel domestically and internationally with your family?
Yeah, I plan to live internationally.
Okay, so you want a man who is earning, and you're in DC, so you're talking about a man who's earning around about $500,000 a year. Do you care what race he is?
This is like, yeah, black.
Okay, what percentage of black men earn $500,000 or more?
Sorry.
What percentage of black men earn $500,000 or more?
A very small percentage.
Okay.
I don't know the percentage.
Give me a number.
I feel like I'm optimistic. I might be going too high, like 10%.
10%. 10%. What percentage and what age do you think, what 10-year age range do you think these men are in?
Like, right. In their 40s. I never in my head have ever thought of like, oh, I need a guy who's making this big of a
But that's the
salary.
problem. But that's the problem. Y'all don't think of it, but you want the lifestyle. I put potential parameters to it because you don't have to think of the dollars, but you do want the lifestyle. Men hit their financial stride 45 to 55. Are you prepared to marry a man 15 or 20 years your elder?
I think 15 would be my limit.
Okay.
Maybe. But once again, I'm very optimistic.
All right. So the number of men who make over $500,000 who are black men is really less than 1%. It's less than 1%. So we're talking roughly, we got about 150,000 black men who fit that nationwide. Now, I want to hold on. We already run the numbers. We've already run the numbers. And the thing is, what 45 to 55-year-old black man is going to wait 2 years, and he's making $500,000, and almost all of the women want men in his category. Why is he going to wait?
2 years before slapping a glue.
Only if he has the same devotion to God that I do.
Oh.
So he's a 45 or 55-year-old virgin.
Which makes, I never said they had to be a virgin.
Well, that's the only way he's going to wait or have the same devotion, ma'am. See, the reason I do my program this way is because you ladies, you talk about things, but you don't put practicals. You don't even. It doesn't make any sense. A man who's that age is going to wait, ma'am. Pay attention about these men. Don't want to even wait 3 dates to have sex.
Yeah.
So, are you prepared to substantially lower your lifestyle anticipation or expectation? Because here's the reality: the kind of men who have that kind of faith, they're typically not making that kind of money as single men.
And I'm not asking them to, though. I think that's a different thing, is obviously wanting someone who can provide, but I don't want to.
No, you don't want somebody to provide. You want a luxury lifestyle. That's a luxury lifestyle. Man, $500,000.
Sometimes I would be working as well.
You can say that. You can say that. I want you to understand, ma'am, it sounds good. I talk to women like you every day listen, I talked to 7 women last night. It sounds good, but I'm gonna tell you, the men who I meet next week, the 30+ black men who are in that $300 to $1 million category, they don't do that. And you're saying.
Can I say something? Sorry. I don't know if this also adds to why my thoughts on like men and finances might be a little skewed, but I was raised with my parents who've still been together for like 36 years now. And my dad was a stay-at-home dad. I don't plan to marry a stay-at-home dad by any means, because I saw how that hurt his pride a lot. But I think that also could play a role in where I'm okay with making more, but I don't plan going.
The lifestyle, ma'am. You can dream, but it is practically how you gonna make it happen. What kind of job, specific job titles of men that earn the kind of money you're talking about? $300 to $400,000 plus. What kind of job titles?
Let's see. There's architecture. There's different things in the government. There's some NGOs in there. Lawyers. What else?
So I want you to understand. You want this man, but you don't know what percentage of men earn the kind of income you would like to have for the lifestyle you want for you and your family. You don't know. You can be optimistic, but if you're trying to get into Princeton, you need to know how many people they take. You can't be optimistic. Optimism does something I asked you 15 minutes ago. Waste time. You got to be realistic. You want men in the top 1%, actually the top 0.5%. You want him to be black. You want him to be no more than 15 years older than you. And he must have your faith. That is such a finite list. Oh, and then he must wait to consummate on the marriage night, which will be 1 to 2 years. Think about the man who earns that kind of money.
So what she try to say now is this money man where she she are gonna make him wait 2 years for the pum pum because she is a virgin and she don't believe in having sex until after marriage. So she want a man will have things, it seems. However, the man must sit down and wait 2 years. I don't know if I'm gonna go and slap somebody else in a for them glue for the 2 years while they wait for marriage. She. Because if I'm gonna go slap somebody else in the 2 years, why bother marry this bitch? Because when you have sex with somebody, you're gonna fall in love with them. You're not fall in love with you because me and you not have no sex. I don't know if female otherwise from if you get trouble. Them have sense? They must have me face it. But otherwise from have chat back, talk back and be defiant, you don't have any sense? Which man with things I got sit down 2 years to wait for fuck she? Because she want to get, after meeting the man, she want to breed. No, she want to get married by 2 years time. So all of this 2 years, let's say I'm me and the man now, baby. You know what I mean? I'm me and you roll. And me I carry you out and we are spend time together and we are this, we are got dinner. We go to party, we don't know. We go to event and every time I'm gonna kiss you and drop you off. So who really a fuck you? No, who really a slap you in that glue? Because me I go drop you off each time. For 2 years. And after we married now. So me now, for every day after that 2 years, me I live my life without no girl. But me have you, you know, you're nice looking and you're sexy and you look the way I want you to look. But no sex until we put on a ring. You are very rich, young lady.
These men are work hard, they're focused, they're driven, they're structured. They don't tend to wait for shit. They don't even wait for it. They don't wait, and they're gonna wait for you. And the thing is, you gotta say it because that's what you got. They don't wait. A man at that age is not likely going to be waiting. And here's the thing: at the end of the day, this is why I don't tend to have a lot of comment. I'm gonna be honest. The reason I've done these broadcasts on Christian feminism is I think the Black church has done more to destroy the Black family in the last 50 years with this prosperity gospel stuff. Because what you're talking about ain't the Baptist Church of God in Christ me and my family grew up on. Women knew that they needed to get with a man younger, and if you wanted to have this lifestyle, you build. But you talked about build. Ma'am, the man you talked about, you ain't building nothing. He's already there, and you want to get him at the finish line. I haven't heard build language from you.
But that's like another thing I wanted to talk about.
I got to hurry up, ma'am. I got to get on to somebody.
Okay, but why would I need to you talk about, like, if I need a man who's making $500,000, I don't need him at $500,000. Like, have him, like, if he's in grad school like me, or
if the man even poor, him now wait no 2 year per year pum pum. Yeah,
just out of grad school or anything like that. Like, he doesn't need to already be there.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something we do together.
Mm-hmm. No, because when you're married and pregnant with your first child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills? Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills when you're pregnant, married, and pregnant with your first child? Yes or no? Have to work to pay. Have to.
No.
Then he needs to already be there. I don't, and see, what I think you need to do is watch me more. You need to watch me more to understand that I know what I'm talking about because I talk to men in this category and I talk to women like yourself. And the thing is, what's really going to throw you off is your faith. You want someone to wait. And that's what I've talked to all these women. Then you got to pick a man who's Christian. And from that, you don't get to, this is not Burger King. You cannot have it your way. There are only so many options you get to pick. Christian is where you get to spend most of your points. Boom. You want to roll up a character where you can only have so many attributes. Christian, where you got to put a bunch into that category. That means you don't get necessarily get income. You might, but likely you don't.
If that will be it, that is what it is.
But bottom line is, even if you understood that, you still have to face interact with these men. And I don't understand why talking about 1 to 2 years, men who are husbands don't wait 1 to 2 years.
And I guess those are the men I'm looking for.
Watch if dumb ass fucking idiot girl. Well, like I said, you're not gonna find no man. You need to, matter of fact, if you find one bum on the roadside, alright, you know what you need to go do? Find one church boy. You see him church where you go, find one boy will go there. And even him a fuck. After you say you are fucked up.
Before I go on,
Well,
first question, you never got answered. What do you like about women?
That's not what I do, man. I don't have to answer those questions. I've already answered them. What I like.
You see this dumb bitch? I try to believe. Alright, the more thing I'll sneak this. What do you like about women? Like a pussy.
Women, if I didn't like women, I wouldn't be doing this. So what you want me to answer? Gotcha questions. Why do you want to know? No, but why? But why? You don't watch me enough to, you don't, first of all, you've shown that you don't watch me enough to really know who you're
Alright, this go back to the point. For the 9 people we are watching right here now, where does it say this man don't like woman because of the conversation we might get to the woman? If it seems like in the woman them views, if you don't suck up to them and agree with them dreams and them fantasy is that thing where don't must come true. So if you don't agree with them fantasy, you don't like them. And these people are raised with children and fucking idiot them, you know. But if you don't agree with them little you don't like them. If you tell them, say, this is going to work for you, that way you try not going to work, try it this way you don't like them. Them blood clot you eat that in the dark. Fucking dummy them. All of them people just look sexy. Well, I don't know if all of them, you know, but most of them people just look sexy and walk up and down. They're not enough fucking brains.
talking to. So whatever perception you have of me is based upon what? Clips? Small segments?
That's what I'm asking to learn.
Well, no, what you do is go study. It's already there. I'm already doing what I'm doing. And here's the funny thing. I think that what content creators, especially women content creators, do you ask the same kind of questions? Women, it's like, I find it interesting. So many people want me to almost be a one-stop shop for all that ails things. No, this is a very specific thing, and it targets women like you, women who have high expectations, high demands, and the thing is, where are these men going to come from? Men get to pick who they propose to. Are you what the kind of men you want all across the board want?
And I'm not looking all across the board.
Bitch, answer the question.
So I think that.
Well, you're looking for men of faith, but you got a lifestyle, want to be a grad school and an ambassador and international this and that. It sounds good, but can you live at $41,000 a year? A man making $41,000? No. Can you live with a man making $41,000 a year? $20.50 an hour. There's no ambition. There's no building up. There's no grind.
I said nothing about ever being with a guy with no ambition, because that's not.
That's why I tell you. You see, women have been told to shoot for the stars and ask for everything on their pizza, and all they got is cheese. Cheese pizza's asking for all meat and everything else. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I get it, but you can't make it happen. I mean, you can't make it happen. Have a good one. They can't make it. I think about what we're talking about, guys. The women are just told, you want such.
Do anyone think that man don't like women because of the way he's speaking? If you do think so, well, They say the same thing about me. I don't like women because I hold them accountable for what they do. Yes, women are adults, so I hold them accountable, just like how they hold us accountable for what we do. Yeah? So I hold them accountable. I don't see women as child or children or the little retarded person where they might make a lot of mistake and may have to understand with them because they're retarded. Or a child who make a lot of mistake while you ask them to do something what is out of their grasp or reach, and when they make mistake, you just start to know. I see women as perfectly adult, and they see themselves as adult as well. Can make them own decision. So when you make a fucked up decision and reach and get fucked up result, what should I do now? Come and pet you up and say, oh baby. Especially when if you are there with me, for example, and you find out say grass them dry over yourself because you know water grass and you jump over somebody fence because you never want to put in no work and water the grass, or you never want to adjust yourself to being a better person. You just want to do what you want to do, and when you get the outcome where it's not so rosy. Oh man. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of people are saying they're glad that he's dead. This man never killed nobody. And if he used to cuss black woman, let's say he even make up story and cuss them, there's no reason to want him to dead because enough of girls them in the world, most of them tell life on them man in some way. Should when a black woman have a tragic ending, should we as men jump up and rejoice that she has made her demise? No, we should not. Everybody will meet their demise. Regardless of what you say or what you don't say, your perspective, your views, your vision, whatever. Everybody gotta go. We don't know which day is you, and we don't know which day is me. But everybody gotta go. So Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. my brother. Sorry that you are gone. But you left a legacy here. And you have enough emulators, and enough people going to imitate, and enough people is going to carry on the work. Maybe not even imitate, but just carry on your work, brother. Shalom.
Such a finite man. I want him to be Christian and be able to be, and I'm like, I think it's a dangerous society that lets women just think that this is possible. I think there's a dangerous society that lets women just think it's possible. What I tell you, young lady, is especially in the church, look at this, and especially in the church, what do we have that's going on in the church? Nobody in charge of this. Time to get your trumpets on. I'm saying, dude, where in Christianity are you supposed to want to be an ambassador? Wow. So if you're out there and you're a born again, abstinent, or virgin Christian black man earning $500,000 or more, and you are looking for a girlfriend to date and possibly propose to her in 1 to 2 years, for her to possibly become your wife in 1 to 2 years before you propose, then however long it takes to plan a wedding and do the wedding. So if you're prepared to be a $500,000 a year or more black Christian man who's sitting there with your loins on fire for 2 to 4 years to wait, and then you marry her and you got all the financial load because she's pregnant with your first kid. If you're wanting to do that, come to this video and shoot her, but understand she wants to be an ambassador and travel internationally. And hey, sure, I guess it happens. Somebody has to win the lotto. Party of one, that's exactly what I mean. The men women want are so specialized. These lists.
Imagine
This
me
is
and
this is in Seattle. Seattle is ground zero for this kind of shit. Seattle. Seattle more than any other place. Seattle has a whole different way of doing things. All right, people, I gotta finish this up. I mean, those two. What more do you need? Party of one. Loins on fire. I want you to think about this. The men who are, and here's what kills me, is women can't even define the job these men do. But they've defined the lifestyle. So I don't give a shit what you do, but I know what I want your money to do for us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, understand, remember, she said partner and build. What are you building? He's already built the shit.
Mm-hmm. So what you want to build now?
Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer we all know is hell to the no. Cute or pretty privilege?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
No, damn well. No, damn well they would not be making these demands. Yeah, go ahead. $500,000 or $400,000 a year VP of Mergers and Acquisitions, or so you get out there and you have all the testosterone and you working out and you staying in shape and you're doing everything to work to keep healthy and everything else. Now you just sit here and look at me, but don't touch me. For 2 years, even more than that. Man, please.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Yankee, that's why we say we lose a great scholar. We lose a great scholar when we lose a brother, yeah, because smart men like these, not easy to locate and get to listen to, have the opportunity to learn from, and even the ladies them, because the ladies they need to learn from their brother, yeah.
She's not even that fine. Don't be that mean. I mean, she's cute. But that's the thing. This broadcast is dead on when I said modern women, and she's a modern Christian feminist, sweet sounding one, but modern Christian feminist. Ladies, you're far too impressed with yourselves. You can tell most women are far too impressed with themselves because of what they ask for. All right, Instagram, see y'all later. Because you can see in the demands. Women who are not as impressed with themselves don't make such high demands. Women who are taken away or overly impressed with themselves, they expect and demand and require or believe it's possible or that they deserve this. Guys, make no mistake, this is not a joke. I am telling you, I know women who are basic as French toast looking, and they think they are the sugar honey iced tea. I've talked to them, I've seen them, and I'm like, do you not have a full length mirror? Put a tape recorder on and listen to yourself and how you sound. Anyway. Ladies, but I will say that I met some women at the focus group that I think, a couple of them was just out there. But I'm encouraged that I'm starting to see women really coming in, wanting to learn, understand, ask really good questions, and willing to accept new information. We need to encourage the women who are really trying to understand what men think, why men think they are, and not challenge it. Just accept it and see how you can work with that man. Far too many women today do not accept men for who we are, and you want us to change. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Sorry for I started a bit late. Till next time. See you later. Your Godfather is out. Don't.
I think that was one of the last show he did before he passed away. Did you hear anything, even in his last little comments, where sound like this man hate woman? Nah, it don't sound like it. It sound like he's wanting to teach women some things that they have been missing and messing up. And even the girls then will come on and point out stuff to them where you can say he might teach them. But no, he hates women. They're glad he's dead. Now that make we look back on very bad. Anybody will glad say him dead. Say a black man. We look upon very disgusting. And we remember. Don't make we start remember more bad things than what we remember already. Because all of love say black man treat you no bad. Yeah, on love say that. But black man not try send a guy to prison and them thing there. Wanna try send black man guy to prison all the time. We do all different manner of things. But we still not preach, not hate. We are preach. Can you be better? Can you be better? Can you be better? Can you try to be better? Can you be better? Man not preach say uno fit dead and nothing like that. Man not preach say, can you do better? Can you start dressing like a lady and start dressing like a prostitute? Can you dress your daughters like ladies or young ladies and stop dressing your daughters like prostitute? I just that man asks, and when man asks these things, uno hate man because we say, yo, you see girl them come out look like a bitch, we fuck uno but we don't want to know. But we want to know if you know say men don't want bitches to be their wives. But nobody aren't bitch. Yes, some of uno are. This is big up Mr. Kevin Samuel who passed away a few days ago. Well, we there, brother. We'll carry on the work, yeah? We'll carry on the work. Give thanks to all of my viewers today. Give to Yankee and Musbus Craig, everybody else who passed through and leave a chat. Miss Boss Lady and some other people. Dougie Benz, yes. Big up Crystal, everybody will pass through. Sidewalk Music. Big up everybody will pass through. And big up the people and on the playback. Yeah. Press like. Hear that? Enough respect and manners. Shalom.